From the first time that I saw you, I was taken by surprise. You had more than just four colors. I could not believe my eyes. Your sample playback capabilities were just the best. And when I saw your resolution, wow, I was impressed. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. I love when you get serious with desktop publishing. Digital painting, girl, well, you are number one. When nothing quite will hit the spot, you're awesome at coding. And when we chill and play together, that's always the most fun. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. When I turn you off, when I push your buttons, I always feel sorry the next day. I wish I could be with you every hour. I love it when you light up. It makes me feel so gay. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. 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 So here we are. This is what everything has been leading to so far. Hello everybody, hope everybody's having a good day and such. So yeah, obviously, as the title said, please put your F's in chat for Commodore. This is the issue of Amiga Format where you find out exactly what happens. Not that I've been talking about it at all beforehand. Didn't mention it even one bit. No. But yes, I mean, obviously, before we start there, we still got some waffle to go through here. I might as well get to the start of it soon. Now, get into it now. That's the one I wanted to say. So we have this, the chat is kind of in the way, but we have itch.io, the bundle for Ukraine. As you may or may not know, and you probably do know, there's not nice things happening in Ukraine at the moment. And this is to give support to them and such like that. You can see down here, it's going to the International Medical Corps and also the Voice of Children if you want to look into any of this
you know, find out what they do yourself. They've got links and things like here as well. But yeah, so what we've got here is a bunch of games and things. You can see if we scroll down a bit, see we've got quite a few games and other stuff here, just so that you know, all these people who've made these games have decided to put it into this bundle so that you know, the people of Ukraine can have a little bit of money heading their way, and people who are in slightly better places can have something to, you know, have a bit of fun with, and hopefully, I don't know, take your mind off. It seems a little bit, you know, bad, but you know, there's a certain amount of stuff that you can't really do. You can do what you can do, and yeah. I don't think I said that at all right, or anything like that. I still have problems figuring out what it is that I can actually do, if anything, for various chords and stuff like this. But yeah, there's a lot of different ones. I suppose I should mention the most important. Well, the most important part of this is going to help Ukraine, as you can see. But we have a minimum for $10, or for here in the UK it was £7 something or other. So really low. I mean, if you can afford to give some more to them, please do so. But yeah, there's a lot of people contributed to it. They've got a goal here. I think this has been increased as time's gone on, but obviously they try to always increase the goals in things like this to try and hit bigger targets if possible. And yeah, top contribution $9,000. I can't match that myself. Unfortunately, if I had that much going spare, then definitely I would. But I don't have that kind of money just lying around, you know. So, but yeah, please obviously have a look at this and see things. There's also another thing in other places in the world. A lot of other things not going great, and this is one's for trans people in Texas. It's all going, you know, not so great there at the moment. So this is some TTRPGs, or tabletop RPGs. Yeah, think like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. But there's a lot else in the what you got, the tabletop RPG space than just, you know, Dungeons and Dragons and whatever. Other popular ones you might know. There's lots of people making a lot of different things. I myself haven't submitted or donated towards this one because I have, you know, not a lot to do with a lot of tabletop RPGs. It's not quite my thing, but I do obviously encourage you, if you do enjoy this kind of thing, please put down some money for this to help out these organisations in Texas who are trying to help trans people, because I don't want to get into it on the stream, but you know, not a lot of good stuff is happening there at the moment, I have to say. But yeah, maybe I'll pop back onto those in a little bit. But before we get onto that, I do have a couple of things to go over here. Let me just pop back to here. Hello, everybody. So yeah, what have I got going on here? Got my list of things to have to go over. So yeah, apologies if I don't think it's been happening today. Maybe they've sorted it out, but apologies if you hear like a beeping in the background. There's, I think, I've been a fire alarm that's been, or smoke alarm that's been running out of batteries and just making some beeping sounds. And so, you know, if you do hear that, I apologise. You may or may not. I did a little test when it was going on to see if it would come through. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But yeah, so it's... I'm sorry if it does come through. I I did report it. I haven't noticed it today. Doesn't mean it hasn't been happening, but I haven't noticed it today. They may have come and sorted it though. So, but if it does start up again, because it's one of those things, you know, when batteries run out, sometimes they have, oh no, I have enough energy. No, I have, and then like, no, I don't. And then yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Which you know, I can sympathise with in some ways. But yeah, also just on a personal note, I've mentioned like in a previous stream how I was having some issues getting my my meds sorted, and fortunately today it's I got a new prescription sorted out. So yay, that is good. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is the time for cross fingers has passed because it's all sorted out. So there we go. I've got that there. I just want to check on something here quickly. That's okay. But yeah, so obviously that is there. I've got some things to talk about with people when people show up, but oh no, here we have a West. Hello, West. I hope you're doing well. You are one of people. So you know, I have things to bring up, to bounce off people and stuff like that. And there's an MB as well. Hello, MB. Nice to see you too. So there are at least 2 people here. That is good. And so if people wouldn't mind me bouncing a thing off them. So what you might notice, what you probably have noticed, which is not say has 2 minutes before fleeing. Okay, well we got this thing up here, which is the follower goal and stuff like that, and it's not been moving very much recently. As I said, I don't really mind that, you know, oh, I'm not getting a bunch more followers and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, I've kind of like arranged it so that we do stuff when it gets to the followers, and it's just not been, you know, it's just not been getting there. And you know, this is kind of like, I don't know how long it'll take to get there, and you know, any kind of like influx of followers seems to have slowed down. So it's like, well, I kind of want to do some of the things on the list. I mean, I'm not quite sure if I still want to do the Diddy fan games. I mean, I might want to restructure to take that off there, because you know, last time I tried it, it's like, I this is a bit, yeah, maybe not what I want to do. So F for Dizzy. Yeah, I mean, maybe I might curate it a little bit more, and if there's anything interesting I can, yeah, a little bit. Thank you. If there's anything that seems interesting in there, then we might have a go at it and such like that. But yeah, it was. I don't know if I want it as a goal, because it seems more like a point of dread coming up. You know what is? Well, this is only me floating the idea. I mean, I haven't made any decisions on it yet, but as I said, we've kind of stalled here. So, you know, if you want to see the Tracy stream, that's, you know, who knows how long that's going to be before that comes up. So it's like, do I scrap the goals and stuff like that, and just like do them when I, you know, whenever, and that kind of thing, or do I just keep with the goals and that kind of thing? This is just me floating the idea. Obviously, Style's fine restructuring. Still wants to do the Scar Talk. Cool. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have an idea of how to do it, because obviously what I had it for was just so every so often we'd hit, you know, a certain number of followers, and so you could do something interesting when we reach that milestone. It's like, yeah, I mean, I know, obviously I realise that other people enjoy it, you know. There's maybe a few people who enjoy watching me have troubles with games and stuff like that, but it's like, the last one we had, that Pirate's Life one, it just like seemed like so, you know, there's so much to it, and it's just like, they just kind of want it to be more of like a short thing, so I don't know. So I'm just kind of floating the idea out here and thinking about other things, because, you know, it'd be good to, like, you know, for milestones. Hello, Chaos. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it'd be good for like milestones. That's the one. You don't have to play them if you don't want it. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was playing them because I like to find interesting ones amongst them, but yeah, some of them was the tea time one. Oh gosh. yeah, that wasn't a lot of fun to play through. It went on, didn't it? I remember now. I just not quite rage quit, but just like or what do you call it when you've kind of lost all hope and you quit from that? Despair. I despair quit that game. Oh gosh. Points to get donated. Yeah. I don't know. That's an idea. That's a good idea. I put my little thing here to put a marker here to say what West said in the chat, so that I can come back to that later. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'd go about that, but that is kind of like a more interesting thing. There's a thing you can do with channel points, but I don't know. The channels I've seen them coming up on before have been more like they get reached very, very quickly, and so I don't think that's going to be as much of a problem on this channel or this stream. But I just kind of wanted to have it so that it is kind of like a milestone. It's not like, oh, I set the thing and then, oh, it happens tomorrow or something like that, or oh, it's going to happen next week. It's just like we can give an unknown amount of time, but relatively close in the future is the kind of idea which I'm going for here. And as I said, I thought the followers, you get a little trickle, but at least if I got a little trickle here and there, then it would work. But it's kind of stagnated. And as I said, I don't mind that I don't have a lot of people watching me or following me or whatever. It's just, it was to be milestones, and it's just like, well, it's just like me trying to go anywhere. It'd be like, no, I want to have a rest here for the moment, and not move, not doing anything. And then it's like 6 months later, it's like, no, I'm fine here. Don't you worry about me, kind of thing. But yeah, so it's just. I'm floating the idea, and if anybody has any other ideas or ways to do the points thing or whatever in whatever thing with the channel points or with something else, that would be an interesting thing, or some other way to do some kind of milestone kind of thing where things are progressing slowly and numbers are being hit at a kind of, what do we call it, a reasonable pace and are progressing. Because it's like, otherwise it's like, it's just going to hang there forever and not get done. But I see people aren't saying, no, you have to keep it as it is. It has to be the same. Nothing can ever change. Nothing, ever. Or whatever. But there we go. So, yeah, there's that. Where's my notes? Here they are. Yeah, I'll think about it, and it might not. Things might not manifest for a little while, but if this is just, as I said, discussing, chatting with people who actually like to see content on this stream. But, as I said, I kind of waffled. I talked about it in the beginning of the stream, but there was not many people around at that point of time. But now there's a few more people here. I mean, the people who are here probably already know about this thing here. But let me flick back over here. There's the bundle for Ukraine on itch.io. If you have the funds, please obviously donate at least a little bit. As I said, in UK money, there's £7 something or other for the minimum there. If you can afford any more, of course, do so. As I said, I can't quite hit that $9,000 point there, but if you do have some money to spare, or if you've given somewhere else, that's fine, and all that kind of thing. But yeah, this is pretty good collection. Some of them are ones that have already been in previous bundles and stuff like this, but I know this one, Skatebird. If you do like Skatebird, if you've seen it before, I know Stars was playing it on her stream. If you've seen Skatebird, you can get it in this bundle here as well. There's a few others which I don't know too much about, but there's this one, Wonder Song. I've seen a bit of this. May actually play this. Stoked to get Skatebird, yeah. May actually play this on stream. So it's a bard that walks around and sings to solve problems and stuff like that. So I've seen Yeah, a reasonable bit of this, but it's a lot of things. So I might have a look at that on stream at some point. A bunch of other things as well. I put a little bit. It's very cute. It is very cute. Super Hot, which is a very interesting game. Basically, time only moves when you move, and you get to play a first-person shooter that way. Sorry, somebody making some banging outside the door there. But yeah, I've had a little play of this. I got the VR headset, and I've played a bit of that here, but it needs more room than I actually currently have. But it's quite fun to do in VR. With, you like move thing, point around somebody, bang, and all that kind of thing. It's quite amusing. Doing it on the with a mouse and keyboard is a little bit different, but it is obviously still same kind of concept. And so, but yeah, that's a fun one to play. There's a lot of cute looking ones like this Dumpy and Bumpy and such like that. Short High Castle West. I think, was it West playing that? I think West played that. Baba Is You. Oh gosh, I have this already, and I've got through to the main ending of this. Or I think that I don't know what the progression of the game is like, but I think the first ending at least I've got to. It's a fun puzzle game which I might actually play on the stream. Gosh, I've said it now. It's should finish Baba Is You. Yeah, it's quite mind-bending and quite a daunting thought, but it's a lot of fun. So, oh gosh, I don't know too much about this Cook So Delicious. The Baba, yes, Baba is indeed you. Of course, there's Celeste in there, a very good game, written by a trans author. It's very very slight trans allegory going through the whole thing. Yeah, Minute looks fun. I haven't actually tried playing that yet. And a bunch of other things here. Well, I'm not going to go through. It's kind of chaotic but fun. Cool. I had a little go at this. If you like the Where's Wally or Where's Waldo, whatever, this is a fun one. So you can look for lots of Hidden Folks, Moon Hunters, even multiplayer. Cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't say exactly. I can't go through all of these. By Medimax Games, never heard of it. Indeed. Fun and short. Yeah, I had a little go at it, and it was quite amusing. Fortune 499. I've actually played through that. That was in a different bundle I got a long while ago. Yeah, that might actually be an interesting one to play on stream at some point as well. But if you haven't played it and you want to play it, it's oh gosh, how would you describe it? Let's go and have a look at this game about money and magic. It's basically you kind of view, it's your usual kind of like Pokemon kind of RPG kind of thing going on. Well, I say it's your usual. It's not quite your usual Pokemon thing, but you use rock, paper, and scissors for attacks. But you've got these modifiers, which you have your spell cards, and you can change your attacks or their defenses or things like this. Or no, how do you do it? You change the likelihood of them picking a particular thing. Yeah, your cards that you place change the percentages of the stats. It's very interesting, and it kind of evolves on that idea later on. But yeah, you've got a certain deck of cards, and you can sometimes pick different ones to just say, oh, maybe I should take this tactic or that tactic or whatever. But yeah, it's a very fun, interesting one. But yeah, you can like swap cards in and pick up some more and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. That says there increases scissors probability. So add +5 to the probability that your enemy picks the scissors. And yeah, you basically work for a company, a magic company. So there we go. There's that there. But yeah, I'm not going to go through everything here. There's fun names of things like this, like Democratic Socialism Simulator. this one looked interesting. It's looks like an Ace Attorney kind of thing, you know, very, very directly based on Ace Attorney. But it said it might contain some mild nudity, and I thought, maybe that's not a thing that I should play on stream then. But there's that. I've played this on Switch, Golf Peaks, pretty nice little golf-themed puzzle game thing here. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I can't go through everything here, but there's a lot of, like, obviously, that's a haunted PS1 thing there. People might know about that. So somebody trying to recreate the look of the PS1 in a little short indie game or whatever. And but yeah, I don't know if I'm doing a great job in selling this, but I was just trying to 3D is fun, cool. Just trying to encourage people to have a look at that if they haven't already done so, because obviously there's a lot of not good happening in that area at the moment, and you know, any kind of help we can give is good, and such like that. Plus, there's also this other one, the tabletop RPGs for trans rights in Texas, because a lot of not good is happening there too. As I said, I don't want to get into all the details of it, but if you don't know about it, it's not great. But yeah, as I said, I haven't donated towards this one particularly myself, but obviously, please do if you're interested in tabletop RPGs or it's not great. It has very interesting ones which is called Kissing Comrades, and has the little thumbnail here which says "Be gay, do crimes," of course. But yeah, if you like tabletop RPGs, then you can get this one. As I said, I didn't donate to this one particularly myself because I don't have a lot of use for having a bunch of these. But I know people who watch this will, and if they haven't already donated to some other places, then this is possibly a good place. Obviously, you can research these places yourself to see, if you think that they're doing the work that you would want them to do and all that kind of thing. I don't know. It's as I said, this kind of thing confuses me about what is good to do, what can be done, and all that kind of thing. Is just whatever. But this does exist, and it's for a good cause. Yeah, basically, as I said, I don't want to get into details, but trans people, or especially trans kids, and the families of trans kids in America, not having a good time because of people who want to make laws to make it crimes to look after trans kids. But I will leave it as that, because, as I said, I don't want to get it too deep into it, because I, first off, would get angry myself. And I don't want to bring everybody down who probably already knows about this stuff anyway. I think most of the people who watch this would already know about it. But if there's anybody who doesn't, please pay some attention to that and help out where you can. So yeah, we will be getting on to this here, but I just wanted to show something else here. We have, where are we? I mentioned I have like a VR headset and whatever, and I was playing the Supot in that. As I said, don't really have the room for it, and obviously moving around is not always an option for me so much. But I do have one which I have been enjoying and stuff like this, called, on the screen here, called Puzzling Places, which is a pretty neat thing to do. This might look a little bit chaotic on the screen currently, so I can understand that. But basically your thing you're constructing in the middle here, and you've got all the bits and pieces that you have to put together to make this 3D object in the middle. And here you have the just a few little shots taken from different angles to give you an idea of what the finished construction looks like. I did also do a video of it as well, so hopefully it makes a little bit more sense in motion. It may or it may not, but let me just bring this over here so that I can I can show. So yeah, I kind of realised that I'm not quite properly in the game because I've got the menu up at the moment. Once I try to start moving things around, but I might just pause things. Yeah, I'm trying to grab the thing. It's like, oh no, I'm actually in the menu. So when I figure that out, here we go. So yeah, the little orbs here, those are where your hands are, to make it easier to see rather than having like the outlines of the controllers in the way and stuff like that. And yeah, you can pick up the thing, have a look around it, move it around with your both hands, and that. And say there's an inside. This puzzle actually has an inside part which you need to construct as well. Carrying on with this, and yeah, this is this is a VR game called Puzzling Places. This footage is actually from the beta version, but there's been like an actual full version released now. And they had a Patreon thing. I don't know if you can still go through the Patreon because they had a bunch of different puzzles which you could download as like weekly bonuses and stuff like that. Who has time, indeed? But yeah, this thing that's just showed up here, this is one of these things back here. You can basically have little folders for the pieces, so you can group similar pieces together. So these are the folders in the background, these little squares, and then when you grab them and bring them forward, it shows you all what's inside, and you can which piece do I want? I want this piece out of here, and you can pop them back in like that as well, and shove them back into the background. You see here I've collected all the grass pieces together into here, or at least a lot of the grass pieces. So the one I'm trying to construct, the floor and whatever, then I can hopefully just pick up this folder and kind of work through that and do so. But yeah, you've got a way to grab things and then throw them back. Hello, Abby, nice to see you. We're going to be looking at this is not the Amiga yet. We're going to be getting to the Amiga, and that's what I'm going to say to Arby, since Arby asked. We are being sorry. We are going to be getting to the Amiga thing, but I just wanted to show off some things. I waffle, and I show other things off, and this is just kind of one of the things I wanted to show. Chaos. Behave. But yeah, so this is basically as I said, a VR game called Puzzling Places. You've got the thing that you're constructing, like in the middle here, some shots about from different angles to say what you need to put together and such like that, and the pieces all at the back here. And what you can do is you can grab pieces and then you can throw them into the background over here. But yeah, so these are all the little things I've kind of assorted around me, and you pick them up and you can move them around to try and see what you're actually working on and things like that. I kind of had some things around me as well when I was trying to shoot this footage and stuff like that, so it was a bit awkward. But yeah, this is a nice game that you can play very easily while just seated and stuff like that, which is very good for me. But yeah, you can throw them into the background and pull them back out, even if they're you've put a few pieces together and such like this. This is I don't know, maybe 20 pieces. There we go. Puzzling Places. This is the beta version, as I say, but there is a full version of this in this Oculus store. I think there's various other places, or maybe they can get them. I know they were talking about the PS3 or not PS3, the PlayStation one as well. But yeah, that's just one of the games the beta is maybe how you'd like it pronounced there. But yeah, it's a nice little kind of jigsaw kind of thing, but 3D jigsaws of 3D scanned places. You may be being a little bit devilish there, yes. But let me put this away. There we go. And we shall be getting on to the Amiga stuff. Let me see if I got anything else on my waffle list here. Yeah, I've gone... No, that's all the things on my waffle list, yes. Growing up, obviously, in the UK here, I have gotten used to calling it a beta. And so that is obviously what I go to, and I kind of just forgot that other people who pronounce it slightly different are currently watching. But yes, we will be looking at the Amiga format, and please get your Fs ready for Commodore in the chat, because this is the issue where we receive the Commodore shock news, full exclusive story inside page 18. They couldn't even put it like really near the start, but they normally put the cover disk stuff and whatever near the start. But we'll be able to see what is more important to them by what appears before then. And I also noticed Edge seems to be doing a different thing here. You might notice when we zoom out here, it's kind of like doing blurriness when we scroll into areas or zoom in and zoom out, which is better than it just being completely blank. And whenever we had a problem with the last issue, where it would just show up as white and whatever, and it wouldn't show you it for a while. But I think there's a problem with the PDF as well. But here, they look like they've updated it slightly. This is the last issue. It is not the last issue. This is actually kind of slap bang in the middle of the Amiga format run. They do go on for like another 60 or so issues after this. But yeah, we will be learning the shock news of Commodore. They go bankrupt. Yeah, they went on, and we'll find out how, obviously, in the coming weeks, and however long it takes me to get through like 60 or so issues, one per week. That's going to be like at least another year, isn't it? Yeah, it's not like I've been, hinting, blatantly saying about it for the last few months here, but yeah, we got some like personal painting deluxe paint and some nice I don't know what the technique of art this is, but just splodges of paint with scraping something across it to give some nice texture and stuff like that. And we'll have a look at all the rest of this in due time, whatever. But obviously we've got to give some idea of what was happening in the world around this time. So we're looking at the June 1994 issue here. I mean, this one would have come out in May and whatever, but still all the same. It's the June issue, so I'm just taking easy, going to look at what happened in June of 1994, just to make things easy. I hope that made any sense. Oh, also, I've managed to find out the special subscriber letter thing for this particular issue. Here, there's not much to it. There's 4 pages of it, but I've managed to find this subscriber thing. So, and that kind of tells you what's on the subscriber disc and things like that, and you can just get an idea of what it looks like there. So we're going to be getting onto that soon. But as per usual, we're going to look at what was on the charts in June of 1994. First off, so whilst Commodore was having a pretty bad time of it, on the UK singles chart here, we're going to have this for the next few weeks coming up. We have Wet, Wet, Wet with Lovers All Around from 4 Weddings and a Funeral at the top of the charts. We have Big Mountain, Baby Loves Your Way. I just kind of like to say that because that's a good song. I like that song. But looking at the new entries here, oh gosh, Absolutely Fabulous by Absolutely Fabulous. Wet, Wet, Wet. Yep, that was the name. I mean, I don't know when the last time they actually released anything, but what was the name of the main thing? Was called Marty Pello, I think. Manu Socket, yeah. There's, I don't know who, I mean, obviously they were released on Polydor here, but I don't know who got together the football team in the studio. They probably just were like, yeah, kick the ball, yeah, do kick the ball, woo, score a goal, yeah, we're pretty good. They're probably singing something like that in the studio, which somebody else had written for them or whatever. But yeah, there's that. Got 'em. Absolutely Fabulous. If you don't know, was it Dawn French? Was it Dawn French? It wasn't Dawn French, was it? No. Gosh, I've forgotten their names. Patsy, that's a person, the actual character in the thing, wasn't it? I can't remember. Who was it? I know what they look like. I can't remember their names. Jennifer was one of their names, wasn't it? Jennifer something or other. Basically, a British TV program about two fashion people being rather inept at their lives and stuff like that. And apparently, there was a single on the charts there, but I can't remember who was it. Absolutely fabulous. I need to look this up now because I'm not going to remember. Gosh, spell it right. Absolutely fab. Here we go. British sitcom. Let's have some idea of what was going on with this. Yeah, Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley, and Julia Sawalha as well. Who these people have appeared in other things as well. But let me see. You've got some pictures of the two of them. Yeah, I mean you can kind of get an idea from these screenshot what was actually going on here. There, as I said, two kind of fashion people. That's not really a good zoom in of that and whatever. And Julia Sawalha played their kind of like slightly more sensible daughter of this character, I think. But yeah, that says what this was for. It's absolutely fabulous. I don't know what it goes. Do I know what it goes like? I remember what their theme tune was now, but I don't know if that was what this song is. But anyway, elsewhere on the charts, song that I don't know, a person I don't know, Dawn Penn with You Don't Love Me, No, No, No. You also have that band, which I'm not going to really mention. The Manic Street Preachers with Faster and /PCP. Obviously, do you know the Manic Street Preachers? I don't know how well known they are nowadays, but obviously they were very much around in the 1990s and stuff like that. Jocelyn Browning, Kim Mazelle, No More Tears. Don't know of that song. Blur to the End. That's one song that I do know. I'm trying to remember. I think I know what it might be, but I can't remember. It's the streamer brain thing happening. But anyhow, we've got the Brand New Heavies, which I do recognise the name of the band. I don't know if I know Back to Love. What do I know by the Brand New Heavies? Let me see if I can think. Midnight at the Oasis. I know I've heard that one. What else? I don't know. Let us go back here then. Crowded House, Fingers of Love. I know Crowded House for, was it that Don't Dream It's Over? That was the song, wasn't it? Prince, Symbol, Tafka, whatever you want to call them, was two in a row here on the charts. Therapy, Die Laughing, yes, one I do know. I think I mentioned Therapy previously on the charts when they came up, but this is one of the songs that I do know. As I said, this is kind of when I was really getting into music around this time, so that appeared on MTV in the UK at the time, and yep, just like I think I remember what it sounds like. I have actually watched them recently. I think the last time they came up on the charts, it was like, yep, watch out all the ones I know on YouTube or whatever. But anyway, SWV with Anything. Don't know that one. Danny Minogue, Get Into You. We've got Melanie Williams, Everyday Thang. 2/3. Oh gosh, look at the spelling of this. With Ease the Pressure. Morrissey, of course. Hold On to Your Friends. Gosh, I don't know if that's Morrissey being slightly positive or not. Possibly not. Lush, Hypocrite. I have heard of Lush before. What do I know from Lush? Lady Killers, I think, is the one that I do know. And Single Girl. Oh, yes, Single Girl. I think I did look these up last time. They came up, but I did see this one. Let's carry on. Boo Radleys, Lazarus. I don't know Lazarus from them, but I have heard of the Boo Radleys. What else do we have? Lush again. Wow, Desire Lines. New. They got two new ones. That's interesting. I don't know how they managed to get two new songs on the charts here, but they did. Captain Hollywood Project, Only With You, Miller, Gentleman Who Fell, Opus 3, Alice Cooper's the first name of the list. Okay. Well, you would know Bruce Springsteen, surely, and probably Bruce Dickinson as well here, and Chumbawamba with Homophobia. Did I look at this one? I don't know if I looked up this one. That is definitely one that I would need to look up if I haven't watched it. Yeah, Chumbawamba, pretty good. Seeing this Tribe at 81. Tribe Called Quest, yeah, cool, there we go. And Cranberries, you probably heard Cranberries as well on here. Moby, you may or may not, I don't know. Has Moby done much recently? But yeah, oh my god, Tribe Called Quest, I don't know that one. Gene Tracy is If This Is Love. Tanya Blount, I'm Going to Make You Mine. You do know some of these. Yeah, they're coming. You might have heard of Sonic Youth as well. Bull in the Heather. So I haven't really heard of much of Sonic Youth. Even though I was into like Nirvana and what else, I never actually really listened to much of Sonic Youth. What else do we have? Dust Brothers, Mercury Mouse. I think I remember something by them, but I can't remember what exactly. Ultrasonic Acid Circus, Solitaire G, the teaser. What else do we have? There's a couple of new ones right at the end here. Praxis featuring Kathy Brown. It's cool for hipsters. Cool. Most of these before your time. Yeah, I'm an old one. Turn Me Out here and Diva Convention thing, Michelle, Never Leave You Lonely. I said a lot of these ones I'm not very familiar with. So I was listening to like all the rock stuff and whatever on MTV at the time. So, but yeah, Wet Wet Wet. As I said, this is, as I said, part of Four Weddings and a Funeral, or you know, on the soundtrack of Four Weddings and a Funeral. So it was a really big thing at the time. What have we got here? Mariah Carey. I'm sure you would have heard of her. Anytime You Need a Friend. Wet Times 3, indeed. All for One, I Swear. Oh gosh, I might know this one. Is that I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky? Is it that one? I don't know. D-Ream, Take Me Away, indeed. Janet Jackson, Anytime, Any Place. Capella, You and Me. Blast featuring VDC, Crazy Man. What do you have? Chuck D and Some Pliers, I Want to Be Your Man. 9 Inch Nails, Closer. I mean, I'm sure everybody is familiar with that song. That's going to be one which is definitely quite well known, I feel here. But this is when Closer was on the chart here in the UK, and yeah, I don't know if there's any issues with the lyrics with that song. Obviously, I wasn't really listening to the radio at that particular time. I don't know when I actually got my first radio and started listening to something like Radio 1 or whatever. But yeah, at this time I was just watching like MTV and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know if there's a fuss about the lyrics at all. What have we got? Aswad, Shine. Ah, that's a good one. There's a shine, shine like a star. Oh, shining so bright, like the star that you are. Ooh, shine. I do like that one. Primal Scream, Jailbird. I do know of Primal Scream. I know they did the Get Your Rocks Off one, but I don't know this particular one here. Bonnie Raitt, You. What else do we have? Bravado, Harmonica Man. Wow. M Beat featuring General Levy, incredible. Roachford, Lay Your Love on Me. Do I know? I don't know if I know something by them. I might know something by them. Desiree, I Ain't Moving. Desiree. What else was by Desiree? Yeah, this one. That's a, you gotta be there, you gotta be whatever, you gotta be something else. I don't know the lyrics, but yes, that's the one I know from Desiree there. What else do we have here? Pan Position, Elephant Paw, Get Down to the Funk. 7669 with Joy. I don't know how they would have picked their name. Sheryl Crow. You probably know Sheryl Crow, Leaving Las Vegas. You may or not know Sheryl Crow. I don't know if she's known too well or done much recently, but yeah, the Sheryl Crow's, it's All I Want to Do, isn't it? All I want to do is have some fun. That one looks like maybe... Oh, she's been busy. Yeah, 2014 is the last one that's on the chart here. My new song is properly off. Oh, you've had to listen to it, did you? Here. But yeah, Leaving Las Vegas, All I Want to Do. I think I've heard that one. If It Makes You Happy, yeah. Do know that. Every Day is a Winding Road. I remember listening to that one. Tomorrow Never Dies. Oh, yes, because she did a James Bond theme tune, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's where Tomorrow Never Dies came in. Apparently she did Sweet Child of Mine at some point as well. Oh, dear. What else do we have? Lena Conquest, Boundaries. Top of the game, yeah. You see Helmet, Biscuits for Smut. Oh, dear. Mega Banton, Money First. Respect, featuring Hannah Jones, Young Hearts Run Free. And I do know of a song called Young Hearts Run Free, and it's got Queer as Folk as the little thumbnail here, so possibly was part of that at some point. Let's see here, we've got Green Day, Longview, new 90. Really? That's surprising. Green Day coming in hot at number 93. It is Longview though, it's not Basket Case. Basket Case definitely was more of a hit there. Longview, I don't know. What else do we have? Tiny Monroe with Cream. Let's look at what else we have coming up. Once again, Wet, 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 right at the top here. Baby, I Love Your Way. Just trying to get on the top here, but it's not quite getting there because that really, that sold just amazingly well, really, inordinately well. Whatever you want to use to explain it. And nothing really new coming in until just down here. Anti-Capella featuring MC Fix It, Move Your Body. Terrible too. Which song was terrible? What, Love Is All Around? You listened to that one, did you? Yeah, it's just that start off. I feel it in my... That's burned into my brain because, as I said, I was getting interested in music, and I was watching, our weekly televised chart countdown show called Top of the Pops, which obviously they named back when it was hip to call something Top of the Pops. But yeah, every week for I think it was like 14 weeks this was at the top of the chart, and possibly after that it was just like right at the end of the Top of the Pops, it was like it's burned into my brain. But yeah, what have we got here coming up now? Aretha Franklin, most probably a re-release here, Willing to Forgive, but then I don't know. Burp, okay. Let Loose, Crazy for You, Degrees of Motion, Do You Want It Right Now, Terrorvision, Middleman, still, I don't think I know that one. Some Terrorvision songs I do know, but that one not quite sure. Shed 7, have heard of them again. Dolphin, don't know that one. But this one, Spin Doctors with Cleopatra's Cat. That's a good one. Cleopatra's favourite cat. Oh, flicked my headphones there. Got his hands on Caesar's spats. I won't do any more of it just in case that does get picked up. By the bots and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I do like this one. You may know them from like Two Princes and some other things or whatever, but this is one of my favourite songs of them. Yeah. The heat was on, as you could see. So you from them to Mark Anthony. You said my girlfriend's cat is smiling at me. Anyhow, carrying on. As you can tell, that's one of my favourite songs. Moving on, Utah Saints, I Still Think of You. Christine W., Feel What You Want. Joe, The One For Me. What have I got? Bobby Brown. Oh, yeah. That person. Use and Door featuring Nena Cherry. 7 Seconds. You may be aware of this one. Utah Saints. Yeah, I just remember there was a song by them where you had like, Utah Saints, wasn't it? It's kind of like the Mortal Kombat. But it's something like that. I may be remembering wrong. But yeah. Use and Door and Nena Cherry. It's a probably very famous song here. I don't know how well it translates, but it's in like 3 different languages and only, I was going to say something silly. 3 different languages and only one of them is English. But no, I think it's, oh gosh, I don't know one of the languages. I think one of them's French, and obviously the other one is English, because Use and Door did 2 ones. Let's have a look at this. 7 seconds lyrics. Let's have a look at this one. That is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, Nana Cherry and User and Door, please. Yeah, I don't know exactly how you pronounce all these things, but yes, Nana singing these verses, and then Nana and User sing the chorus there, and then Je suis les raisons qui nous poussent de changer tout. J'aimerais qu'on oublie les colères. Yes, I have looked at this before. Beaucoup de sentiments dirás qui vont, and the rest of it gets fairly fast and hard to keep up with. But it's a divise pas changer. 7 seconds. Yeah. Oh no, the DMCA police have come after me. Ah, damn it. But yeah, so I said I do not know the name of the language that this is in, but it's one that obviously User and Door can speak, and this obviously is another verse in French down here. But yeah, there we go. Can we? I suppose I looked for the lyrics, didn't I? Yeah, User and Door, whatever. It's German. Is it German? I really don't know that it is. 7 seconds. Let's see. Yeah. Can I? Yeah, there's User. Do we have? Here we go. 7 second song. This might tell us what the 3 language: French, English, and the West African language Wolof. It's definitely not Japanese. It's Wolof from West Africa. So there we go. Wolof, if that pops up here again, is language of Senegal, Mauritania, and the Gambia. So yeah, a hit pop song with somebody singing in, a language which a lot of people listening to it wouldn't know. And I have, as I said, looked up the lyrics before, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Yusa here. Senegalese singer-songwriter and all that kind of thing. And we have Nana Cherry here as well, who did a lot of different things. What was one? Yeah, Buffalo Stance. You may have heard of Buffalo Stance by Nana there. But yeah, let's move on. Yeah, this is spoilers. We have Use and Door there. So obviously that's one I know. I don't really know the meanings of the lyrics. I did try looking them up, but they've not settled in my mind there. But that is interesting. We have Jar Wobbles, Invaders of Heart, with The Sun Does Rise. We have Lena. I don't know how to pronounce the name, unfortunately. With Visions, we have Peter Gabriel, Love Town. People would have heard of Peter Gabriel, I'm sure. A House with Why Me? Or would it be a house or a house? Underworld, Dark and Long. Obviously, you may have heard of Born Slippy by Underworld, which was in the soundtrack to, what was it? Yeah, soundtrack to, oh gosh, what was it? Train Spotting, that's the one. The Drive Boy, Dive Boy, Dirty Young Angel Boy. Yeah, you know the whole album. Yeah, I only know the one song, but yeah. Ride. How does it feel to feel? I don't know that one. K7 and the Swing Kids. Zunga Zeng. Do not know that. Keith Mack Project. Dee Da Da, Spice of Life. Jackson Brown, Everywhere I Go. Terry Neeson, Lifeboat. International Crisis, Rebel Rebel. How does it feel to feel? Gosh. How do you describe anxiety? Anyhow, Where are we moving on to? Basically, the easiest way to describe it is the whole butterflies thing, isn't it, I suppose? Bill Whelan, Riverdance. It feels like there's a... What do you call a group of butterflies? I'm just going to call them a herd. A herd of butterflies inside your chest, just trying to get out, is what it feels like. What else do we have? We're getting near the end, but we're crossing over, so we can go on. Like a large suitcase that you packed, but it fell on top of you, now you can't move. There is that. I was thinking that you were going somewhere else. It's like a large suitcase, which you've just managed to squeeze everything in and just managed to get clipped down and whatever. And it's just like, it's, you know, there's a bunch of pressure in there, and it's just, that's kind of how it feels as well. It's just almost ready to burst, but hasn't quite. So yeah, this is the last thing. The end of June going into July here. What do we have? Reel to Reel featuring Mad Stuntman, Go On Move. Reel to Reel, they did something. Is that I Like to Move It? I think that might be the I Like to Move It. Yeah, Like to Move It, that's the one. You like to move it. That one. No good Prodigy start jam. I mean, I just want to focus on this one because, you know, I noticed it and it's a pretty good one. You're no good for me, I don't need nobody. If you know that one as well. Oasis, Shaker Maker. I did get into listening to Oasis quite a bit at one point, but I can't remember what this one sounds like. What have we got? Juliet Roberts, Caught in the Middle. You're going to see any jungle on here? Oh gosh, maybe. I mean, it is the UK, and I remember jungle being a big thing in the UK. What was that? I can't remember what it was like. It said jungle is massive. Whatever. I can't remember what that song was. Metalheads. Where is that? Is that down the thing a little bit further? Let's see. We've got Atlantic Ocean, Body in Motion, or was it up here? I don't know. They might be on here. Okay. What else got? Aaliyah, Back and Forth. Kate Blessing, Gwen Dickey, Ain't Nobody Loves Me Better. Yeah, I know a song that's like that, but I don't know if I would know it by these people. What do we have? Aerosmith, Shut Up and Dance. I don't know if I know that one either. I mean, I obviously know of Aerosmith, but I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure what song that is. I mean, Daryl Hall, Sounds of Blackness with Gloryland. Pretenders, Night in My Veins. Oh, Boomtown Rats with I Don't Like Mondays. I don't know why that would be reissued, but if you like sad stories and depressing stories, you can look into what that song is about. If you don't like that, stay away from it. We have Echo Belly, I Can't Imagine the World Without Me. Echo Belly, what do I know from them? I'm sure I know something by them, but I can't think of what it is. And none of these are ringing a bell. What have we got? Crystal Waters, Ghetto Day, What I Need. Leonard Bernstein, America World Cup theme 1994. Now, I'm not familiar with this. Does anybody else know the American World Cup theme for 1994 by Leonard Bernstein? That's quite a writer for that, really, isn't it? You have returned. Hello again, West. But yeah, that's you know, I think Leonard Bernstein is one of like the at least at the time very famous and not even appearing anywhere else on the charts. So maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, Stevie Nicks, Maybe Love, Charlatans, Jesus Hairdo. Ian McNabb, You Must Be Prepared to Dream. Sean Christopher, Make My Love. Veruca Salt with Seether. Interesting. Kinky Machine, 10-Second Bionic Man. Gosh, that's both a band name and a song name, isn't it? Illustrious, In Your Dance. John Cicada, If You Go. General Public, I'll Take You There. Sure Is. Prong, Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck. Doesn't sound good. Strangelove, Time for the Rest of Your Life. Lords of the Underground, Flow On. Prince Itel Joe featuring Marky Mark with United. Marky Mark, people may or may not know who that is, but Duke with New Beginning. Who is Marky Mark? I didn't really know them by that name, but I know they've been in other things. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Mark Wahlberg. Yes, there we go. That is who it is. So Jason Bourne. There we go. I knew that people would know of him, but yeah, they did a song here on the charts. It's like when you, I think some people is like, is it Ice-T? Ice-T was a rapper? Or was it Ice Cube? Ice Cube. I think it's because Ice Cube's been in lots of movies, hasn't he? And people are like, he was a rapper? It's Matt Damon. Was that? Yeah. It's one of those guys, those Hollywood guys, you know, or the big hazy massive Hollywood guy. Yeah. But yeah, that is what was on the charts here. Some of these we do know, some of these we don't know. Jungle, I don't know when Jungle actually came, was really a big hit in the UK. I don't know, but I do remember, like, you know, jungle drum and bass and things like that being very popular at some point. But I can't really think of what those bands were. I mean, I did like it. I did and stuff like that. I started picking up. Okay, we might see some in future weeks or future months, as it is. It's kind of a little bit hard to say things like that, because obviously I do it like as much as I can every week, but we're talking about months, you know, so it's a new month every week, which is kind of slightly weird, but might have stayed underground. I think some of it might have popped onto the charts, because I do remember some jungle and drum and bass stuff, but I can't think of what it is. I said I do remember liking it as well. I tried to do some, like, you know, drum and bass kind of stuff occasionally when I was trying to make music, but I don't really know, or at the time didn't really know how to make drum and bass so much. I just knew that I kind of liked the sound of it. Anyhow, moving on. What else was happening? Yeah, what else was happening? Because let me just try to do it. I was going to do a no. What is? It's not I Hear Music. It's not by them. It's not by them. Billie Holiday. Here we go. I'm obviously not going to play the song, but there was this. I heard this Billie Holiday song, I Hear Music, and I was like, oh, I could put like a little drum and bass beat behind that. Problem is that it was done, you know, before they, you know, it was like very frequently, you know, recorded to a click track, so the tempo varies and whatever. So I was having trouble actually getting it to stay on time and whatever. But you know, I just imagine some kind of, like, you know, drum and bass beat going along to this Billie Holiday I Hear Music, because it's a good song if you want to listen to a good song. Click to view on Bing. Oh dear. But yeah, that is a slight diversion there. But yes, what else was happening in 1994? And that's previously, and I changed the way I did this last week. But yeah, previously, gosh, words. Yeah, previously I would just look at the Wikipedia pages for what happened in 1994, and it was like, oh no, I don't want to talk about that. Oh no, I don't want to talk about. Oh no, I don't want to talk about that, because, you know, a lot of times not great things happen in the world. And so I decided to curate a little bit, as I think West suggested a couple of weeks ago. So this is my curated, it's a very good smile. I've slightly curated things here. So what's happening in 1994? Well, we had the space station processing facility. It does say some information here. This was formally opened in June of 1994 here. So if people are interested in space stuff, this thing at NASA in Florida here. It's a 3-story industrial building at Kennedy Space Center for the manufacture and processing of flight hardware, modules, structural components, and solar arrays of the International Space Station and future space stations. You know, Florida, yes. It looks like that. But yeah, Kennedy Space Center. The space station processing facility where they process amazing looking things like this, which look very, very, very complicated. And these are some people for scale. No bananas, but we have some people for scale here. But yeah, these things, they send up into space and such like that. And this is what it was under construction in 1991 here. There's a Neil Armstrong building. Of course there's a Neil Armstrong building. I don't know which one it is, but of course there's a Neil Armstrong building at Kennedy Space Center. But yeah, this is what happened. This facility opened to explore space, or maybe not quite explore, but, you know, send the things to float around above us. Driven past that, neat. What else was happening? We have... Oh, I don't normally go for the deaths, but this one seemed very appropriate because Jay Miner here was an American integrated circuit designer known primarily for developing multimedia chips for the Atari 2600 Atari 8-bit family, and as the father of the Amiga. And because of this association here, I thought, you know, normally I wouldn't focus on death and stuff like this, but this person actually... You can handle the news, indeed. But yeah, this person was obviously very important to the you know, development of the system that I've spent a lot of time over the past year or so looking at. So I thought it was worth a mention. This is one of the people who actually worked on it. Here, born in Arizona, there, known for father of the Amiga. But yeah, so what we've got here, Amiga. Mine was approached by Larry Kaplan from Atari, and they would be two of the co-founders of the company Hightoro, eventually renamed Amiga Corporation, because they were going to do something for Atari, but yeah, the company entered financial straits, which led to first to a temporary deal with Atari, and then acquisition by Commodore. And the Amiga computer was released in 1985. So yeah, there we go. That is what happened there. So there we go. And I want to also mention he had a dog called Mitchie who was a cockapoo, and Mitchie accompanied him everywhere. And so yeah, that's worth mentioning. Oh, including cultivating bonsai trees, square dancing and camping. There we go. And liked flight simulators as well. So yeah, this person was very important to what I've been exploring. Yeah, what I've been exploring for the past year or so on streams, and obviously had a very much of a fondness for yeah, thanks, Jay. I'm trying to say words and whatever, but it's not happening. So just thanks, Jay. And thanks for that, MB. Anyway, another thing which came out in 1994 was this one, Dr. Zitbag's Transylvania Pet Shop, which I do remember watching. It was a cartoon. I remember the theme tune going, Dr. Zitbag's Transylvanian Pet Shop, or something along those lines. But apparently it was a French thing, or French UK kind of thing. You remember that? Yeah. And so I don't know if you had something, but yeah, Horrifido. There's a good name. A dog called Horrifido, and they've got the Zombunny as well, which we're going to have to actually look up some of the things here. Triassic Lark. That's one of their things here. But yeah, Dr. Zitbag's Transylvania Pet Shop. Let me look that up on here so we can actually see some images. This is Dr. Zitbag himself here, and this is got Horrifido. Oh gosh, it didn't zoom in there. Yeah, that's Horrifido down the bottom here. There's also Zombunny, which was mentioned, which is basically a zombie bunny. Here we go, Zombunny. Why can we not do a zoom here? Oh, it's got Heathcliff apparently on the side here, just for funsies, and Tom and Jerry and Tigger and Pooh and such like that. But yeah, this was Zombunny, who just like sat like this pretty much all the time. But there we go. That was Dr. Zitbag's Transylvanian Pet Shop. There's the police person. This is the Linux kernel. Yes, I think that came up when we were looking at some stuff previously. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought it would have gone back that far, but indeed it did. But yeah, here's also some fashion here. Oh gosh, can we actually just look at a good version of it that's a decent size? How it go? Open image in new tab. There we go. These two very fashion, which I think people who watch the stream might enjoy. So here we go. What else happened in this year? Oh, in this month, indeed. We had the release of Donkey Kong 1994 video game, which looked a bit like this. If we can actually zoom in on this. So it was slightly different from the Donkey Kong that you may or may not know, but you probably do. But it went on to inspire the Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and then Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, The March of the Minis, which people may be aware of because the March of the Minis one, that was on DS. So there we go. Yeah, I've got no screenshots or anything here, but yeah, I think some people may be aware of the series, and risking a penny going in the jar is one that I'm interested in playing through. I think I actually did maybe play a bit of it, or just like a small part of it on one of my random play a few things streams. Yeah, they seem pretty ones. I didn't actually have any of the particular games myself, but they seem like an interesting concept when I did learn about them. Obviously, we have Commodore going bust here, and but we can read through this and see. But I also wanted to just get on to other stuff before that. Coming out in this year, we had The Lion King, a film which I do enjoy, and that. And I did I mentioned this before, but I did a cover of Be Prepared, which I put up on a website at one point, and somebody said I sounded like a camp lion, or I did good playing the part of a camp lion, which, in retrospect is interesting. But yes, Lion King was released in 1994, and I'm going to do a little bit of educating on things. We see this Classic FM page here about them translating the bit at the start of The Circle of Life. I think a lot of people don't know exactly what the lyrics are to it, but I did look into it once in the past. It's like I looked into the lyrics for like 7 seconds and some other things as well, because I kind of wanted to know what they were saying. I think many people don't look into these kind of things though. But it starts off Nansingonya Mabagiti Baba Inganyama Nansingonya Mabagiti Baba Inganyama, whatever. And then you got the bit that goes through the verses in the background or whatever, which is the Inganyama Ingwenamabala Inganyama Ingwenamabala, which probably sounds very bad to people who know the language, but it's written in Zulu apparently. But yeah, it actually just translates to, here comes a lion, father. Oh yes, it's a lion. Here comes a lion, father. Oh yes, it's a lion. A lion we're going to conquer. A lion, and a leopard come to this open place. Yeah, so that is what the lyrics are there. It sounds very like and if they're singing like, here comes a lion, it still might be, yeah, it could have been worse. It kind of still does work. But the Inganyama Ingwenamabala is the bit that goes to the verse. I think that was a lion and a leopard come to this open place. Lion and leopard come to this open place. Be like that in the background, which, is... But obviously Classic FM have got a certain reaction to the lyrics there. Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen, who played Timon and Pumbaa in the remake, rinse the translation, calling the lyrics lazily written, saying they weren't hugely creative. But, you know, it's still interesting to know what they're actually saying and stuff like that. And you can have your own reactions to them and such like that. I mean, it's obviously not written for the Zulu people to enjoy. It's just, you know, just as a something that sounds right for the movie, really, I think. But obviously Disney has been doing slightly better at including people from, you know, the areas that they show in their movies and stuff recently. Disney could do a lot better on other things, but, you know, we won't get into all that kind of thing. Moving on, we had... I don't know this movie, but I thought it would be interesting for people who watch to know that a film called The Princess and the Goblin was released in this month of this year that we're looking at here. Was it June of 1994? So I said really nothing about this film, but I thought people would enjoy knowing, if they don't already know, about a film called The Princess and the Goblin. Because I think people who watch this will be interested. It's a Welsh-Hungarian animated fantasy film, which is quite a wild combination of words there. But now you must watch this. Now you know about it. Yeah, as I'm not familiar with it, but it had Rick Mayall in, apparently. I think people would know about Rick Mayall. But yeah, apparently Rick Mayall is in it. I don't know some of these other names here, but I certainly do know Rick Mayall. Let's see. Oh, Molly Sugden. I have heard... Yeah, from Are You Being Served? There you go. That's who was there. Sally Ann Marsh. Do I know? A member of Faith, Hope and Charity. Vocalist for Expansions. Yeah, I don't know some of those, but yeah, interesting things there. But yes, and then the last thing I got on my list of diversions here is what else came out. Well, it was this film, Speed, which you may be familiar with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock and Dennis Hopper and other people, of course, but there's the people that probably people would associate with the film. So yeah, the path of the bus is shown there. So this is a film that was released when this magazine was supposedly out, but more or less. But yeah, we got stuff here. We're going to get into this information on Wikipedia about Commodore here, but we do have the actual magazine. Yes, there's a magazine that we're looking through here. We get into it. So, Amiga Format, issue 60, with the big news about Commodore coming up. But also some information about Personal Paint, Deluxe Paint, and 3 different cover discs as well. So I'll obviously be having a look at this. We have this interesting advert here with "So real it hurts. Nothing matches the anguish of a missed penalty in a shootout. It could take you to the World Cup final." They've got very, very creative with their text here. We have that customization, and the "you get more" is coming down here. Surprises, guts. There we go. World Cup USA '94. For a lot of different things: Mega CD, Mega Drive, Master System, Game Gear, and a bunch of other things, of course, including the Amiga by US Gold. Let's pop this on screen properly here. So these are the contents. There's some some heads here, which look very interesting, but I'm not going to zoom in on them because we're going to look at them in a bit whenever it comes up. We have a A4000T. Commodore's latest baby is here. And last. Latest and last. The A400T, which looks very PC-like. It's more of a monster. Does bigger mean better? So yeah, they started trying to look a bit like PCs at the end, but obviously it wasn't enough. But let's carry on looking through here. The month in view. So this is obviously the contents page. You can understand them putting that before the big news about Commodore. What else do they put in before that? They have their this month in view here thing here. Is this a Babylon 5? It's a Babylon 5, which is apparently rendered on Amigas and things like that. Beep. What was beep? Gosh, this looks boring. TGI, otherwise known as the Target Group Index, is a market research conducted by... Sorry. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to read the rest of that down there. Checking delay. Okay. Rendered 3 stuff on Amigas. Yeah, they did do some stuff, and I think... as I said, Babylon 5 here was part of it. Here, what have we got here? Ron Thornton, the man responsible for the special effects. It's a network of 20 NewTek video toasters plus Screamer add-ons running the Lightwave rendering software. So yeah, we saw a bit in a previous issue about it. Just taking delay. Gay. KTM. I'm getting confused about your comments, West, but that's fine. Win this and wash your... Yeah, we saw that before. And so, yeah, they have a little bit of a chat about stuff here. Don't worry about it. It's okay, cool. Some more adverts. The cover disc stuff. Let's just like pass the cover disc stuff. Did you see what information they put before? Oh, more adverts. Yeah, here we go. Commodore for sale. So the usual things you would expect. It's not like they were like, oh, it's not very, very important or whatever. They could have maybe snuck it into here instead. But this the editor wanted to have some words about some other stuff instead. But yeah, we have cover discs as well. Let me just go back to the top here. The first cover disk on here just basically has spreadsheets. You know what spreadsheets are like. If you use like Google Sheets or Excel or whatever else, you know what spreadsheets are like. I'm not going to look at a spreadsheet program. You can just see this. Demo Maniac spreadsheets. I know. You can create your... They do basically the same thing that... well, similar things to what spreadsheets do nowadays. I typed some numbers in and I managed to have another column which added up 2 of the numbers in some other columns. Wow. But yeah, I mean, you know what spreadsheets are like. But yeah, Demo Man, you can create your own demos, which is basically like, if you don't know the lingo of like Amiga stuff and whatever, demos are like flashy graphical and music things that normally kind of went at the start of like cracked games and stuff like this, but you know, you see some like fancy things which the programmers who worked for them did, and it's like, look at these fancy effects you can do on an Amiga and stuff like that, so you can make your own. Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, so people probably are aware of them, but yeah, and there's this is a game called Dreamweb, which we can have a little bit of a look at as well. Discover a nightmarish world of violence and intrigue. That's still strong. Yeah, I remember years ago finding a full first-person shooter which fit in like 4 megabytes or 4 kilobytes or whatever it was. They just kind of like had some procedural generation which created and stuff like that. That was years ago. I'm not like up to date with stuff, but yeah, it's just like it took a long time to load or unpack everything, because it had to like just create everything from like all the code at the start. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. But as I said, I haven't really been keeping up with the demo scene or anything like that, but it's a very interesting thing to look into if you like flashy graphics and stuff like that, and the whole how do they manage to do that kind of factor of things. But yes, Dreamweb, we're going to look at the things in a bit. I don't have this one loaded up, but we're going to be having a look into it. It's like a point and click, but a top-down point and click, it looks like. So we might have a little look at that. And then this Demo Maniac, yeah, you can make things like donuts floating in space and stuff like that. And yeah, spreadsheets. I mean, if you really want to have an idea what the spreadsheet looks like, it looks like this. It's pretty much like exactly what you'd expect from a spreadsheet even nowadays. You've got your A, B, C, D, E, F, G and all that across the top and your numbers down the side. And it basically looks like a spreadsheet. So it's like there's no point in looking into it really. Oh yes, nice. Get past the demo thing. Yeah, I did mention it. And then we will get onto the Commodore up for sale and all the shocking information inside here. And we can have a look over this as well. After we've had a look at the coverdisks here. So I currently have this one, the Demo Maniac one, set up. So let me just get things sorted here. And get this into a place where I can see things. So yeah, this is like, I haven't really delved deep into this, but what I do know will just show you what there is here, an ad selling the entire company. What have we got? If we look in the memory here, we can load into blocks of memory files, and we have a clown picture. Which of course I'm going to pick the clown picture to load into memory. So it loads the clown picture into memory here. And then we go to the construction part of things. And we say, well, on layer one, we can put some effects and things like this. So we have a star field thing here. So let's pick the star field. So let's put this star field effect in layer one here. We can change like maximum number of stars and a bunch of other things here. But we can test it to see how it goes. So let's test it. It's a star field, as we predicted, or as we expected. It does this. We can change some of these settings and whatever to do different things or whatever. We can add things to other layers like, oh, well, we had a picture, didn't we? We can show the graphic. If you have any issues with clowns, please, now is the time to look away. We load the clown effect into it and we test and see what it looks like. Gosh, it looks like this. That is quite the clown. Yep, there we go. And you can't really change too much about it. Oh, effect delay. Oh, we can delay it by a few frames so it can come in later on here. That's a choice. It is a choice indeed. Well, let's delay it by like 4 seconds, whatever. So if we like test it again, it's like, oh, it didn't delay it. So I don't know what the things we could change it some frames, like all the way up or whatever. Do I need to grab this and move it or whatever? Click OK, test. It comes in straight away anyway. I mean, it's supposed to be like a delay on it apparently, but I don't know how to get that working. Dot worm, loading your effects, show graphic, your picture. I need to load a picture in here. Let's load the clown picture into that. Let's get test the pattern. Too many effects want their own planes. Oh dear. Please reduce the number of effects. Okay, we can get rid of this one. Can I delete that effect? Okay. And test the pattern. Now, I have to say it looks very similar to what it did before. I mean, that's just the show graphic ones. That's why I didn't delete it. Did it get rid of it? Okay, I got rid of the wrong one apparently. Let's get rid of that. Let's add this dot worm thing in again. Can I? No, I think we've broken things slightly. But anyway, you get the idea. It's an easy way to put down like flashy visual things and whatever, and you can load in various other things here as well, like fade-ins, zoomings, and other things. But yeah, there was some. No, it wasn't part of this. I don't think, which had the demo. Yeah, I'm thinking of something completely different. I've done things other than this in the past week, and I got them confused with each other. But anyway, so yeah, there is that by Nico Schmidchen, if that's how you pronounce their names. I don't know, or pronounce their name, and Marco Schultz there. So that is that. I mean, I think you get the idea. You can put various flashy effects together, and that. If we load up, I think the game is on this one. Incredible, yeah. I said I didn't spend a lot of time poking around and trying to figure out what you can do. But here we go, Dreamweb. And here we go. You get a little zoomed in thing on the side here, which shows where our pointer is pointing. Is this a bit loud? Tell me if this is too loud at all. I can turn it down. But yeah, this is the character, and it shows like some various things. Oh, there's a wall. Gosh, walk to light. There you go. It's good to you. Okay, cool. Examine light. A yellow neon light that spills a glow across the wall and pavement is so edgy, yeah. Outside the Regency Hotel. Cool. Actually, go that. It says use up here. You can't find any way to switch the light off. Okay. So we can't change the light here, but we can go inside the hotel here. And there's a receptionist here. So walk up to the receptionist. Talk to the receptionist. The receptionist is a middle-aged woman in a red dress who is looking decidedly agitated. She hammers away on her keyboard and stops occasionally to answer the phone. She's wearing a pair of large glasses. Talk. The receptionist looks up and says, "Hello, sir. Welcome to the Regency Hotel. How can I help you?" "I'd like a room for tonight, please." Got a bit of a drink. "Well, we haven't got many left. No, they are all quite expensive." What receptionist would say that? Can I go back? It's skipping ahead. It's not letting me go through. Mr. Crane has the penthouse suite. Naturally, there's a vacant suite below that, and it's quite luxurious. And how much would that cost for that tonight? I'm afraid that's $2,000 altogether, including tax. Will that be all right? Yes, I guess so. I just happen to have enough money, or credits, or whatever, to pay for a luxurious penthouse suite, or not quite penthouse suite. Yeah. We'd like to sweep your cash card, right? Thanks. The receptionist looks at you expectantly. Perhaps you should use your cash card now. Cool. Do I have a cash card? That's load. That's search. No, do I have an inventory of some kind? Ah, here we go. Inventory. Shades. Can I put them on? I want to wear them. Place shades, okay. I have shoes. I'm getting this is what I'm wearing. Take them off and drop them. Drop. Ryan's inventory. Oh no, I've got another inventory slot here. Okay, I guess I've got to put that in there. Shirt. Can I drop my shirt? Gosh. Drop. Shirt. Drop. It's not letting me take off my clothes. I have a gun. Can I use the gun? Drop the gun. Use the gun. No, okay. But I have the card here. Can I exit with the card? Is this how this works? Can I... How do I... exit. Talk to the receptionist again. Now do I click on myself? Hang on, we'll get there. Click, 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 click. Thanks, I'll do that. Can I click on myself? Turn to map. Receptionist. Right clicking. Examine plant. Oh, walk to card scanner. Here we go. This will help us, won't it? When booking a room, you must place a cash card in the scanner. There is a slot across the top and a display above it. Okay. Open inventory. Card scanner. Can I go back out of this? Or do I have to go out of it like this? Oh gosh. Card scanner. Use. Here we go. Use my jeans. There is no reason to do that. Okay, fine. Use the wallet. Oh no. Gosh. Use. I thought that was my card. That's my wallet. Where did my card go? Did I lose my card? I thought... Exit. Look at myself. Take wallet. Can I... I look inside? Oh, yeah. Brown leather wallet with your initials in the corner. The clasp hangs limply off the leather, and the wallet has seen better days. Open the wallet. Gosh. Take cash card. Yes, put this on in here. Take a photo, and take a list. Gosh. Let's see what's on these things. What's on the list? We have a crumpled piece of paper that has barely legible door lock numbers that belong to people you don't even know anymore. Examining the list, you see your own number that you've written down so you don't forget it. Yeah, the number is 5106. Okay, so that's what we need when we need it. Back to infantry, look at the picture. Small photograph torn from a strip of prints from a passport photo booth. The picture shows Eden with her face lit up far too brightly by the flash. Okay, can I look at it? You turn the photo over and see a message on the back saying, Love Eden. That's nice. Shame I can't actually see the picture, but never mind. Let's see. So I should be able to use this now. Use a card. The receptionist displays the rooms available on her monitor. Considering the rock star is a penthouse, you choose a suite directly below it. You push your card through the scanner and the room costs you almost everything you have. Okay. So, do I talk to them again? She looks slightly nervous, apparently. Hello again, what can I do for you now? Can you tell me where my room is? Yes, it's on the 9th floor. Just use the lift over there to get to your room. Okay, thanks. F for the bank account, indeed. That's all right. Just remember to use the room key to operate the controls in the lift. Room key. Apparently I have a room key. Do I have it on me? Gosh. It's my watch. It's a ring. Where do I get my room key from? I don't know, but where? Doorstep, walk to... Gosh, what is this? Walk to pad. Examine pad. On the wall you see a square plate. The words lift printed across it. Below is a button labelled call. Okay, you press a button and it illuminates briefly. And we go in the lift. Yes, we go in the lift. Cool. Actually go into the lift, please. Please, can we... What? Rail. Is there like... There's a mirror... Is there like a thing which I can actually walk to the rail then? Walk to doorstop, no. Examine the mirror. The mirror. One wall of the elevator is covered with a vast mirror. The elevator looks alarmingly big because of this. You study your reflection and notice that you are looking more crumpled than ever. Okay. Examine rail. The handrail in the lift is made of brass. The lift travels very fast and is there for you to grip in case you find a sensation of speed disturbing. You grip the handrail tightly for a moment. Okay. Is there... Here we go, controls. The lift controls are completely blank apart from a thin slot. You are supposed to place your key in here. I don't have the key, do I? Can I put my card in there? Try using a room key. If you haven't got one, then get one. Yeah, looking very crumpled over here. Okay, so apparently I didn't pick up a key. Where do I pick up the key? Is it the scanner over here? I did pay for a key. There's a cash card and a scanner. Slot above and display above it. Okay. Well, that's my wallet and my cash cards. No to book more than one room. Yes, but how do I get my card? Examine desk. It's made of wood. In fact, that it is made of solid wood shows you how exclusive this hotel is. Indeed. You lean on the reception desk for a while. Where do I find my card? Walk to leaflet? No. Card scanner. Terminal. Receptionist has a booking terminal in front of her. It's a flat display screen. Yeah. It's tilted upwards slightly. A short lead leaves the back and it disappears into the desk. Okay. You can't reach, but the receptionist can book a room for you. Receptionist, I need my key. How do I get my key? Hi, I need my key. It's not nothing. I need my key. How? Game. How do I get my key? Examine sign. Reception. Cool. You read it again. Examine desk, examine terminal. So the receptionist can, but she's not. Oh, hang on, there it is. Walk to keycard. It's there. Examine keycard. A small grey plastic card with your room number on it. The number is suite 1221, one of the best rooms in the hotel, and directly beneath the penthouse suite. Use the keycard in the lift control, yes. Okay. Indeed. How did I miss it? Ah, gosh. So, controls. I can even look at the wooden tiles. Or, I think I can look at the wooden tiles. Can I use this to look at the wooden tiles? No. Walk to controls. There we go. Examine controls. Use. Where's my key card? Is it this front here? No, where's my key card? I picked up a key card, didn't I? I got a knife. Oh, come on, I picked up a key card, didn't I? Wallet? Did it really go into the wallet? I mean, why would it go into the wallet? No, right click. Open the wallet. No, there's nothing in it. Where did my key card go? It's still there. It's still there. Oh gosh, hang on, I've got a pixel hunt for it. Key card. Use the key card in the lift control. Cool. Can I pick it? There. You have to click on the picture of it for whatever reason and then put it in your inventory. I don't feel like I'm going to be playing this for very long. Can I, like, inch across with controls? No, I have to do this with a mouse, which really needs to be very much more precise than I'd really like. Now use the thing. You carefully insert the keycard into the control box. There is a muted beep as the controls accept your card. Okay, there we go. Are we waiting? We're going out. The lift arrives at the floor below the penthouse suite with a gentle bump. Okay. Got plant. Walk to plant. Examine plant. Fixed onto the metal railing on the wall, you see a plant inside a metal basket. You are unsure if the plant is real or not. The plant is of no use. Gosh. Okay, well, if we walk over here then. Another plant. Walk to the door. Examine the door. This door has a small plate towards one corner. The plate is the word Suite 4221. Press into it. Eat plant. Unfortunately, I can't do that. The doors don't open as you stand in front of them because they are locked. Okay. I mean, I know this is the wrong key card. Hang on. Key card. No. Drop key card. No. It's not letting me drop things, is it? Oh, is this where is this? Can I unwear by clicking W? No. Jeans. Probably the only pair of jeans you have. They could virtually walk around by themselves. They are torn, dirty, and very comfortable. One pocket at the back has almost come loose. Use jeans. You're wearing them already. Okay, well, I'm guessing this is not my place. I know that because the number doesn't match. Is this down here? Fire point? Yes. I wish to set off the fire alarm. On the wall you see a bright red box with the word FIRE stenciled into the box in black letters. The box has rounded corners and a handle on the front. Open box. Oh look, an axe! I like that. Back. No, can we look at the fire point again? Use. The fire point may be opened. Gosh. So it's not like a fire alarm, it's just a place where they have the axe. Examine door. These doors have a grey covering that is soft to the touch. A dark stripe runs across the bottom of the doors, and a blue scanner pulses at the top of the door suite has suite 4222 written on it. Mine was. I'm getting things confused slightly. Key card. Oh, it's 4222. I thought it was 1222. That's why I was getting confused about where I was supposed to go. It is this one over here. Yes, it does expect you to do every little thing. Okay, can I go back to... No, I have to go out of here. Of course, yes. I remember the way you have to do this now. You have to examine the door. You have to use... Okay, you don't have to use the door. You have to go to the inventory. You have to then take the key card and... No, that's not how you do it. Right-click it? No. Oh dear, I have forgotten how to do this. Door... Use... They're locked, yes. Well, maybe there's like... Oh, here we go. Door lock, there we go. The brass plate on the wall by the door has a thin slot in one side. Above the plate, a message reads, insert your room key. Use, you don't need to go into your room. You have important business on the next floor. So I don't have the thing. Use an axe on it. The axe is far too big to use for such a delicate job. Using small and sharp. Okay. At least it's slightly helping here. I did have a knife. Where was my knife? Here we go. You push the edge of the knife into the small gap between the control box and the front panel. As you push the knife, the panel bends outwards until springs open. From inside, a wire drops down. Examine wire. Small piece of green wire that pokes out from within the depths of the elevator control box. Use. Gosh, what do I do now? Knife again? Taking the wire in one hand, you use the knife to cut it in two. There is no visible effect, but you assume that the lift can't be caught from any other floor now. Why did I do that? Examine cut wire. So cut across the middle. The wire has already been cut. And the use of this is... Is this the door lock? Here we go. Examine door lock. You push your card into the slot and hear a short buzz as the door remains locked. Okay. So yeah, it's not letting me do anything with... I've had enough of that at the moment. What does it actually suggest that I do? Let's go back to the magazine somewhat and see if it suggests what we can do here. Yep. Okay. Go into the lift, sound the lift, use the knife, repeat the knife wheel to cut the wires. Now disabled. Walk to the door, start to enter the hotel corridor. Walk left, then down to the fire point. Take the axe. At the back of the lift, on the right wall, is a handle. Ah! I don't want to play this. It's very much pixel hunting. Examine the lift. Select the axe. Use your axe to open the doors. You're now in the penthouse suite. There are two bodyguards, one with a gun, one by the pool. Quickly attack by the guy by the pool. Well, since I would get to attack somebody, let me just have a quick look and see if I can do that. Since that seems to be the demo from that point on. Apparently you've got to find like a small bit of a handle. Walk to mirror, walk to rail. Did it say it was over here or? Walk to rail. Examine rail. Use. It's firmly fixed to the wall. Okay. Did it say there's a handle somewhere? Yeah. It says there's a handle somewhere. Oh no, I saw it. I saw it. Cat hair moustache puzzle. I'm guessing it's supposed to be not understandable. In the ceiling of the lift, you notice a small metal handle which comes out of one of the roof panels. The handle has a red sticker on it that says danger. You, safe in the knowledge that the lift is not going to move, you stand on tiptoe and pull the handle. Oh, we could have killed him. Yes, that pixel, exactly one right there. So we open it and we hoist ourselves onto the lift roof. Cool. Here we go, we're now on the roof. And then what did it say to do? Examine, no, exit the doors, I think. And then use the axe, wasn't it? Push the doors. Okay. Yeah, we take the axe, we twiddle around in the slot, we open up and get through. There's people here. I've got to quickly do something here. Do I want to talk to... Oh, I wasn't quick enough, apparently. Well, that's the end. They died. What a shame, hey? What a shame. But we do have the subscriber disk to look through, which I will load up here. Yes, GG. As you can tell, I don't care too much for that game. We're getting things. Drink water and stand and stretch. Oh dear. You're taxing me here, West. Are you ready for some noises? Hang on. Whew, here we go. Standing up. Oh dear me. Oh gosh, there we go. We got there. There we go. I can mark those two off there. There we go. So, yeah, we have some stuff on here. I do have a note of what we want to look at here somewhere. Just subscriber disk. So you got this one. Okay, so there's 3 things we can look at on here, and what I will... What do we do? Oh no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that! Sorry, things are... I was in the... My brain was in the wrong window. Let's go to this. What am I doing? Yes, let's do this other thing first. Because, as I say, we have on here actually the thing which would have come along when you subscribe to the magazine here. Can I zoom with a mouse? No. Kind of zoom here. This is on the Internet Archive. We've got some stuff here. Transcribe Amiga. Yes. Obviously, purposefully done. So we have this person who's now the editor. Yeah, Marcus Dyson's left, and this person's come in there doing a bit of a talk about, look, I'm pretty good, honestly. This is what Julie Tolley here does. It's a strange mixture of chaos, calm, madness, and professionalism. Most of the team could do with 4 pairs of hands, eyes, and ears. So there you go. So you can get Beneath the Steel Sky, save an extra £5. Strange mixture of chaos. That would be very strange, wouldn't it? They do stuff. The job crosses over the boundaries of other people's jobs. Sometimes she has to do some things and other things and whatever. So yeah, you get the idea. Here. So what would you like in backstage? You know, they've created this little leaflet which goes along with the subscriber stuff, and they're not quite sure what to put in it. There we go. I trying to skim to see what is there. But yeah, this is what is on the disc. I mean, you've got some things which are like, oh look, it's a diary, and oh look, it puts a clock at the top of the workbench screen, and some other things like this. So some of them are not very good. We've got like an asteroids game here, which we hopefully should be able to have a look at. We have this thing here, which we'll be looking at, and there's also a different thing which I haven't seen on here. There's something to do with sound, but you can add like echoes and other effects to sound stuffs. I don't really figure out how to get that working. But then there's also a thing to turn pictures into ASCII characters and stuff like that. So that is basically what came along with the subscriber disc. Now you know. So let us go back to the Amiga here and see what is on this subscriber disc. So I said one of the ones we want to look at is this one, Dynamic Skies. Let me actually quickly just do something here. If I go to this and do that, hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. Speed things up here. Just extracting things. Extracting. There we go, extracted. Let's move this out of the way. Get to the RAM disk. Dynamic Skies. We load this up. And here we go. This is basically what it is. I haven't played around too much with it, but yeah, we should be able to go around and see what stars we should be able to see if we were in this location here, latitude 45, longitude 0. I don't know what location that is. Let me just try and look up information here. Latitude 45, long 0. We are looking at, let's see, a place possibly in Russia. No, that's not in, or might be actually. I'm very bad at this, and this is not helping. This map that I'm looking at is not helping. Find your latitude and longitude, yes. We have a map. I know you can't see what I'm looking at here. But use control and scroll to zoom on the map. So this is, this is in a different place. No, it's in a different place because it's not correct here. It's 90 degrees. How do I change this? Latitude, longitude, yes. Can I change this? Do selected location. Can I change this? Oh gosh, I'm trying to find. None of these things online are telling me where this actually is located. Google Map by latitude and longitude. Maybe I should. Oh gosh, that makes it even more complicated. I don't know. If we knew what the latitude and longitude was for where people were, then we could put it into this box. We can put in whatever the meridian shift is and what the elevation is of the place as well. And we could find out what the stars should be like. Because it is saying up here, Wednesday the 7th of March. So I'm guessing they either shortened March down or this is a different language. But all the rest of them look like they're in English. So I'm guessing this just... They shortened March down very strangely. But yeah, this is apparently the time where we were at when we started this up on this very day. And yeah, wherever this actually is located, we can look at where certain things are. If you want to find out where the sun is, the sun would be over here. Mercury would be over here near Aquarius. Venus would be near Capricornus. Earth. Hang on. We're looking at ourselves. I'm guessing you can go to different places then? I don't know. And the moon would be... Hang on. Moon would be... Oh, no. Here near Taurus. Jupiter is near Aquarius. Yeah, so you can get the idea. You can look around. You can find out information. You can zoom in and... What are these other things? What's this swirly thing? Oh, we can see where some nebulas are. We can see... Yeah, it's pretty neat, yeah. Oh, it changes like the colourings of things. This shows... it actually shows where the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn and things are on here as well. So yeah, so it looks like a pretty neat little thing. I maybe would have looked at this and thought, ooh, what's my latitude and longitude? Looked it up and like looked out the window and saw it. It's got clouds outside. I can't tell. And forgot about it. Most probably when I would have come across something like this. But let me reset things here. Get back to the desktop. And there was a couple of other things in here. This one, Dieser Zug. I think it's German. I did look it up. I think it says something about trains. Not quite sure. But let's have a look at this. Dieser Zug. And it is... If I push go on here, no. Dieser... Indeed. I did manage to play it before. I think. Help for keys. Or do we need to, like, space? Here we go. Playing it with the keyboard keys. So basically it's Snake. Oh, we grow a lot with just one thing, don't we? There we go. So I'm climbing up the scoreboard. Look. Elvis is at the top. Oh, dear me. What's your name? Current master is Elvis. Snake, but it goes really fast, yeah. Let's try again. Ah, gosh. Didn't quite get that. So yeah, if you fancy having a go at that, this is available. I don't know how to quit it. Oh, that's how you quit it. So that was that. I did look at the translation for it. What was it? Let's translate German to English. And it was Dieser Zug. So this train, apparently, but it might not be. It makes some kind of sense that it would be referencing a train because it kind of looks like a train. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, oh no, here we go. I want to do that, switch them around. So yeah, if you click on the windows, it doesn't actually bring them to the front. You have to click the little thing in the corner here to switch them around. What else do we have? The other one that was on here was the asteroids. It should work. I had some trouble getting it to work, but I should have set something up so that it does work. So this is going to be in the RAM disk, and then we have to update. It'll show here asteroids, and if we load up asteroids here we go. By Mike Seifert. Initializing. Here we go. Very tiny writing on the screen. So F1 to start. I cannot control the spaceship. Okay, do I control it with a keyboard? Ah, here we go. Oh gosh, it's... It's very loud, is it? I'm sorry. Hang on a moment. Let me find the volume thing. Sorry, it wasn't loud on the other game, but that should hopefully be okay. It's blasting you away. Oh gosh. Hopefully that's a bit better. Oh, got some little thing. Oh. Something happened. There we go. F1 to start. It's got some weird like interlacing thing going on with the graphics. It's a little more intense. Okay, oh gosh. I'm guessing there's a mines of some sort. Oh, there's little things attacking me. And that was what was on the subscriber disc. Yeah, hang on, wrong screen, hang on. Oop, there we go. Yeah, so that was the discs, let's put it this way. I was expecting to get a little bit more out of asteroids, but there seemed to be like tiny things attacking me, and I didn't know exactly what was happening there. And I don't care to find out. So, that's what's on there. If that was any of those interesting to you, you know where to find them now. GG, thank you. So yeah, that is that, and we're ready. As the title of the stream says, get your Fs ready for Commodore here. We might as well have a look and see what they say on Wikipedia, like as in like, you know, many years later kind of thing. Are you ready for some story time? I just need to have a drink first. So, I won't read the entire Wikipedia article for Commodore, but this part is very important for what we're looking at here. Adam Osborne, whoever that is, stated in April 1981 that the microcomputer industry abounds with horror stories describing the way Commodore treats its dealers and customers. Many in the industry believe rumours in late 1983 that Commodore would discontinue the C64, despite its great success, because they disliked the company's business practices, including poor treatment of dealers and introducing new computers that are incompatible with the existing ones. One dealer said it's too unsettling to be one of their dealers and not know where you stand with them. After Tramiel's departure, I think that was Jack Tramiel, wasn't it? Another journalist wrote that he had never been able to establish very good relations with computer dealers. Computer retailers have accused Commodore of treating them as harshly as if they were suppliers or competitors, and as a result may have become disenchanted with the Commodore and dropped the product line. However, upon the 1987 introduction of the Amiga 2000, Commodore retreated from its earlier strategy of selling its computers to discount outfits and toy stores and now favoured authorised dealers. Software developers also disliked the company, one stating that dealing with Commodore was like dealing with Attila the Hun. Oh dear. At the 1987 Comdex, an informal InfoWorld survey found that none of the developers present planned to write for Commodore platforms. Although Comdex was oriented towards business computing, not Commodore's traditional consumer market, such a response did not bode well for Commodore's efforts to establish the Amiga as a business platform. So you see how well it's going already. This is all 1980s stuff, not even getting into 1994. Commodore faced the problem, while marketing the Amiga, of still being seen as the company made cheap computers like the 64 and the VIC. By the late 1980s, the personal computer market had become dominated with the IBM PC and Apple Macintosh platforms, and Commodore's marketing efforts in Amiga were less successful in breaking the new computer into this now established market than its promotions for the 8-bit line had been in making Commodore the home computer leader. The company put effort into developing and promoting consumer products that would not be in demand for years, such as an Amiga 500-based HTPC called CDTV. Dear. As early as 1986, the mainstream press was predicting Commodore's demise from 1986. I mean, it took them 8 years to get there, but, you know... Oh gosh, in 1990, Computer Gaming World wrote of its abysmal record of customer and technical support in the past. Nevertheless, as profits and the stock price began to slide, the Philadelphia Inquirer's Top 100 Business Annual continued to list several Commodore executives amongst the highest paid in the region. And the paper documented the company's questionable hiring practices and large bonuses paid to executives amid the shareholder discontent. Commodore doing ever so well here. Scams, indeed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's really not going well at all. Commodore failed to update the Amiga to keep pace as the PC platform advanced. CBM continued selling the Amiga 2000 with 7.14 megahertz 68,000 CPUs, even though the Amiga 3000 with its 25 megahertz 6830 was on the market. Apple by this time was using this... Apple by this time was using the 6840 and relegated the 6800 or 68,000 to its lowest end models, the black and white Macintosh Classic. The 68,000 was used for the Sega Genesis, one of the leading game consoles of the era. PCs fitted with a high-colour VGA graphics card and Sound Blaster or compatible sound cards had finally caught up with the Amiga's performance, and Commodore began to fade from the consumer market. Although the Amiga was originally conceived as a gaming machine, Commodore had always emphasized the Amiga's potential for professional applications, but the Amiga's high-performance sound and graphics were irrelevant for most of the day's MS-DOS-based routine business word processing and data processing requirements, and the machine could not successfully compete with PCs in a business market that was rapidly undergoing commoditization, whatever that means. Commodore introduced a range of PC-compatible systems designed by its German division, and while the Commodore name was best known in the US than some of its competition, the system's price and specs were only average. So yeah, I got the Amiga. I'll just read out what I said. I'm trying to paraphrase, but it's not working. I'll just read it out. In 1992, the A600 replaced the A500. It removed the numeric keypad, Zorro expansion slot, and other functionality, but added IDE, PCMCIA, and a theoretically cost-reduced design. Theoretically cost-reduced design. That's not a word you want to see, is it? Designed as the Amiga 300, a non-expandable model to sell for less than the Amiga 500, the 600 was forced to become a replacement for the 500 due to the unexpected higher cost of manufacture. Productivity developers increasingly moved to PC and Macintosh, while the console wars took over the gaming market. David Pleasance, who we've seen, I wonder if we'll see him in this magazine. I mean, I have been waffling for a bit, but we should be able to get there. But yeah, David Pleasance, managing director of Commodore UK, described the A600 as a complete and utter screw-up. Oh. Oh. It's okay, A600. It's fine. You're not a complete and utter screw-up. I did like using you. Oh. Computer's been good to me, that computer was. Ah. Yeah. David Pleasance. I now hate him. Ah. In 1990, sorry. He's very unpleasant. Let me try again. In 1992, Commodore released the Amiga 1200 and Amiga 4000 computers, which featured an improved graphics chipset, the AGA. The advent of PC games using 3D graphics, such as Doom and Wolfenstein 3D, spelled the end of the Amiga as a gaming platform due to mismanagement. In 1993, the make or break system, according to Pleasant, was a 32-bit CD-ROM-based game console called the Amiga CD32. But it was not sufficiently profitable to put Commodore back in the black. This is not a universal opinion at Commodore, with hardware expert Rainer Bender, who worked for Commodore Germany in Frankfurt, saying the CD32 was a year late for Commodore. In other words, here too, it might have been better to focus on the core business than jump on a console and hope to sell 300,000 more units in a short period of time to avoid bankruptcy. In 1992, all UK servicing and warranting repairs were outsourced to Wang Laboratories, which was replaced by ICL after failing to meet repair demands during the Christmas rush in 1992. We've seen some stuff about that previously to this, I think. By 1994, only the operations in Germany and the United Kingdom were still profitable. So yeah, it's profitable here. Commodore declared bankruptcy on April 29th, 1994 and ceased to exist. So here we go. They actually declared bankruptcy. Let's keep this in mind. They declared bankruptcy on April 29th, so it's like a few days after the previous Amiga Format magazine had come out, and ceased to exist. This is an important thing to note, because I think they don't quite mention this quite like this in the magazine. What was that? Commodore sinks. There we go. I already said Commodore stinks, but no. Causing the board of directors to authorise the transfer of its assets to trustees for the benefits of its creditors, according to an official statement. The company's computer systems, especially the C64 and Amiga series, retains a cult following decades after its demise. I'm basically part of that, aren't I? So yeah, this is what happened, and like the whole lead up. We didn't get any of this other stuff in the magazine, did we? I mean, nobody's saying, oh gosh, Commodore are an awful company in the Amiga magazines or such like that. But anyhow, so but yeah, keep this in mind, because I think they kind of don't say it like this in the magazine. Commodore declared bankruptcy and ceased to exist. I did indeed. But here we go. Commodore up for sale, it says. Commodore US goes into voluntary liquidation. The Philippines plant stops manufacturing. Major investors said to be extremely interested. Explains the recent events that it has every Amiga owner wondering what is going to happen to my machine. On Friday the 29th of April at 4 in the afternoon, Commodore International and Commodore Electronic Limited. Yeah. Both filed for voluntary liquidation with a court in the Bahamas. Discontinued the product facility. Let's see. Bulletin boards and phone lines were busy adding grist to the rumour mill. Apocryphal stories suggested Commodore US has ceased trading. Commodore had gone bust. It had. Commodore had gone bust. Commodore being bought by all manner of different companies. Commodore filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and so on. However, the full story is surprisingly positive. They declared bankruptcy. They did. Apparently, this is not very well known at the time. It's not Chapter 11, he states. It's liquidation proceedings in the Bahamian court. Let's go back here. Commodore declared bankruptcy. So let's see what this archived. Oh gosh, I don't know how to. Yeah, where is it? How do I find the thing that it's linking to here? 61. Oh, here it is. Archive copy archive. Gosh, Wikipedia, make it very. Oh, gosh. What is this? What is... Wikipedia, what is that? Anyhow, it's not Chapter 11. Commodore declared bankruptcy and ceased to exist. A lot of discussions going on at the corporate level of what potential investors of the company. We've been saying for some considerable time that we have a cash flow problem and that we require external investment for the business to continue in a viable nature. Basically, the execs are like, we need more money. Please, somebody give us more money for ourselves because we're skimming it off. Anyhow, Commodore's operations in Europe are trading well at the moment. Problem is the parent company has effectively run out of cash, which restricts product supply. Commodore monitors, for instance, have been an endangered species for some time. While the Commodore name and Amiga brand are still strong, Commodore declared bankruptcy and ceased to exist. The company are in negative equity. They owe more than the sum of their assets. So there we go. And after months of rumour and conjecture, Commodore are about to be bought out by another company. I think it happens at least twice that they're bought out. We've narrowed the field, and there's one particular investor who's extremely interested. So yeah, Amiga lives on. Apparently, the investor is interested in operating units very much as they are at the moment for a route to market for the Amiga product. Gosh. What have you got here? There we go. Poor marketing has failed to secure the market share that the high-end Amigas so richly deserve. CD32, reasonably strong in Europe, but has failed to cause the merest of ripples in America or the Far East. So yeah. Could this be the last we'll ever see of the familiar Commodore logo? Well, up for sale. This person is like BSing very hard. There should be no impact to the UK marketplace. The brand is too strong to die. We're confident that Commodore and the Amiga will come out of this a better, stronger company. There should be no impact whatsoever. F indeed. Getting close to the resolution of a difficult financial situation the Commodore has been in for a time. But just why have Commodore been reduced to adopting such tactics? Where, in short, has all of the money gone? Proudfoot explains there are a number of factors, of course. The European market is comparatively buoyant, but the whole game sector has crashed. Really? Really, the game sector has crashed. Sorry, this is when, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario World, are doing very well. But apparently the game sector has crashed somehow for the Amiga. German economy is in major recession. Yeah. But, you know, Super Mario World coming out, the game sector's crashed, you know. Oh, gosh. We're doing relatively better than our competitors, like Nintendo. I guess they don't factor them in as competitors. We hit largely with the C64. It's been a successful product. Those revenues died because it was an old machine and other machines could do more fancier things. It's not that hard. The PC business was a very big drain on our resources. Possibility of take us far from bad news from Amiga owners. You know, I don't really know how things actually transpired from this moment on. I don't know if I knew much about the Commodore going bankrupt at the time. As I said, I kind of like was focusing a lot on music at this point. Oh, you might have heard some beeping. That's the smoke alarm. I think it's starting to. The battery's just kind of like dipped below that threshold of, oh, now I must start beeping again. But yeah, sorry if you can hear that in the background. But what else we heard? Colin has the final word. Yeah. I regard this as a positive move because it means we're resolving the situation. What's important to maintain confidence in the Amiga and the Commodore in the marketplace, which is why we continue to trade and why we're asking people to support us. Please support us. The brand is too strong to die. So basically, he just waffled about stuff. But no mention of the execs taking massive bonuses. I think that was over here. Somewhere, wasn't it? Where are we? Something about the investors. I don't know. Yeah, I remember being... It's a very cynical look at what they were saying back here, is what I was trying to say here. A considerable cash flow program. Here we go. This is about the execs taking massive bonuses. We've been saying for some considerable time that we've had a cash flow problem and we require external investment for the business to continue in a viable nature. There you go. That's your execs taking massive bonuses. They're missing out on their massive bonuses here. They need some more cash flow so they can give themselves more bonuses. The rise and fall of Commodore. Here we go. Yeah, turnover and profit. Losses in brackets. Yeah, so they did a big loss here, but yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything important here. Commodore began life in 1958 in Canada, where it manufactured punch card systems, typewriters, and, ironically, given recent events, cash tills. Or cash registers, however you might know them. So here we go, the personal electronic transactor, or the PET. The VIC followed up with computer games. The C64 was like really good, but Commodore just... I don't know what they were trying to do. Really? Do you need to say this? No poop. Really, honestly. The CD-ROM drive launch has been delayed, has it? Somehow. For some reason. Delayed. The delay stems from Commodore's perception of the product. Commodore's unwillingness to talk about the drive. Could be down to that whole bankruptcy thing, perhaps. This is it's not even like a stop presses thing. They had it like, as I said, that the news of Commodore's bankruptcy came like 4 days, I think, after their previous issue had been out. It's not like they didn't have time to like. Dear. This looks nice, however, doesn't it? This Genlock thing's like the video titling stuff and whatever. Here, got some faders and some knobs and things. It looks neat. This is apparently what the Commodore UK denied the existence of the A1200 CD-ROM drive until days before it was unveiled. Then they said it would release in UK in September. Now it's being held back till next year. I really think they should have just reworked things slightly here. As I said, it was days after their last issue that this news was broken. It's not like they didn't have time to rework some things. Any day now. It's interesting to see this right after the news, isn't it? There's something strange going on with all this rumpus about whether or not the UK will see an A1200 CD-ROM drive and whether or not Commodore are going to merge with another company. Okay, here we go. To be able to more effectively build its market wares, I got to thinking, I don't know if this is written with the idea of the bankruptcy. But why suddenly does Commodore need investors? Maybe it is. It's like they didn't get the information that this was actually bankruptcy. It's very strange. I mean, I can understand Commodore not giving the information, but surely the court here has records which people could have looked at to say, oh, that's bankruptcy that they just filed, because it says liquidation. And not that I understand much about this kind of process or whatever, but it's like, surely this is probably why it was in the Bahamas as well. And I anyway, what does this say over here? Now, I'm not going to go any further into the current situation with Commodore than to stick by what I said. The Amiga technology, including the AAA chipset and CDX, will survive. Well, I'll stake my own self-worth on it. Because if I'm wrong, then thousands of people will mock me horribly and probably email me with foul and abusive language. Oof. What is this? Oh, this is Simon the Sorcerer, which, yes, we will get to at some point. But apparently we have Chris Barry, who I think, puts his vocal talents. It's pretty good, but it's just... This whole issue seems like it doesn't quite know what's going on, where it should be like fairly clear what's going on. But, oh dear. But yeah, Simon the Sorcerer, good game. Going to get to it at some point. If you want to put a penny in the jar for that, go ahead. But yeah, Chris Barry, who can't really get a good look at. Is that Chris there? I think that might be Chris Barry. But yeah, Rimmer in Red Dwarf. Other way around. But there we go. Thank you. But what's this? New frontier for the A1200. ZCL have announced the Frontier and Innovations pack. There we go. So we got Batman Returns and Frontier as part of this pack here, which is not from Commodore itself, but from a different company. Ah, dear. So what award is Virgin winning here? Virgin Interactive scooped the Publisher of the Year award for Beneath the Steel Sky, Cannon Fodder, Dune 2 and Reach of the Skies, apparently. What else do we have? It's Marvelous Marvin. What is this down here? Marvin's Marvelous Adventure. Obviously based on food and stuff here. Interesting. Oh, it's available on CD32 only. That's why I don't know about it. What else do we have here? Strokes of Genius. What the heck is going on here? This graphic design. Oh, it's about paint package extravaganza. This is about paint packages. And they made it into a huge mess. Oh, look, 24-bit paint packages. You can put some kangaroos in a swimming pool if you want to, or you can do editing with a clown, or put some boxes together to make a frame. I know, that's amazing, really. It just came right at the end. Oh gosh. But as I said, we still have like more issues after this. Let me actually check my information here for that. If I go to the Amiga Format magazines here, we're going well into issue 130. So yeah, even more issues after this. No, it goes on. 136. Is that the end? 136? That might be it. Yeah, I think it goes on to issue 136. So the Amiga Format at least goes quite a while longer. Marvelous Max is going to have to do some time travel for that, I feel. Well, you said Amiga, so maybe. But not Commodore. Commodore's gone. So yeah, you can do stuff. Oh, here's the bit plane stuff that was talking about with that other program we were looking at. I like this. Yeah. That's part of Deluxe Paint there. There you go. Picture power. Wow, look at this. Get that shot a bit better. To show you just what you can achieve, we'll finish with a showcase of the talented New Zealand artist Roger Entwistle. Just look at what he's produced on his Amiga. So, it's pretty good. Does it say what it is? This image would take up several screens if displayed on an Amiga. And we have a mouse being very full of cheese. A hedgehog liking some kind of scrubbing brush thing here. A dolphin. It's very nice. Very nice there. Was it something else? Was it a gopher unexpectedly tunneling up through a fish pond? There you go. This is pretty good arts. Amiga Format. What is this? Claim a free video. 60 minutes of expert tuition. What is this? Clarissa? Some kind of animation? Yeah, create smoother animations with Clarissa. Interesting. Where's this come from? Okay, next month, Amiga Format brings you the power of Clarissa, the super smooth animation. Okay, SSA, super smooth animation. Getting to grips with complex packages like this can be a real headache. So, on next month's cover disc, Clarissa. So that they normally have the tie-in stuff in the issue that they actually put the thing on the cover disc, but I guess they just have a bunch of stock of these VHS cassettes just lying around, and they want to get rid of them. Oh, look, it's a free CD packed with Amiga samples. Amazing. What else do we have? Screenplay. Somebody got kicked in the face in Elfmania. They were super excited about it. Yeah, they just couldn't get in there quick enough. So, yeah, did we see this? I can't remember if we saw that on the cover disc. Close Encounters of the Alien Kind. What is this? Is that what it is actually called, or? Oh, UFO enemy unknown. That's what this is. It looks like. So yeah, you can look at a map. You can dissect aliens and run around shooting aliens, and there's a lot going on in this game. It looks like UFO hit. Wow. Anyhow, coming attractions, not Commodore. Ah, dear me. The Sensible World of Soccer, Lawnmower War. What's this? There's still no sign of the Amiga version of Lawnmower Man, even though the sequel, Cyber War, is set to be released on CD32 in October. Okay. Okay, so there's a follow-up to a game which never was released. Interesting. Some kind of kart racer thing going on here. That's it. Grand Slam aimed to show Nintendo a thing or two with a racing game to rival the Japanese firm's Super Mario Kart. Bump and Burn is a cutesy race game set in the world of Tunia, where once a decade, 8 top drivers get to show off their skills across 7 different lands, including the Haunted Forest, War City, Polar Zone, and Future World. Yeah. Unlike Nigel Mansell, these guys stop at nothing to ensure that they reach checkered flag. Yeah, so did they just like invent some cartoon characters? I mean, this kind of looks like Alfred Chicken. They sure showed Nintendo, yeah. But there we go. Stop, you're killing me. Gosh. Blood, guts and destruction are an increasingly common sight in Amiga games. Rob Mead lifts the lid on a gory phenomenon. It's grisly death scenes like this one from Mortal Kombat which have caused parents, MPs and media pressure groups to get all uppity about the content of computer games. Indeed. The demo of this month's cover disc, for example, sees a hired thug subjected to a bit of open-heart surgery from Ryan's well-directed axe. Due to the game's controversial nature, publishers Empire Software expects it to receive at least a 15 to 17 rating from Elsper's game classification system. Violence in video games, I know. Oh gosh. Why such realism? We made Syndicate high in gore to be more realistic, said Peter Molyneux, MD of Bullfrog. I know this sounds like a cop-out, but it's the player who's violent, not us. So what else can they do in the game, Peter? What else can they do in the game? Can they pick flowers, perhaps? Can they go shopping? What can they do in the game other than shoot people? All we've done is given the loaded weapon to the player, and it's up to them to how to use it. To maybe do some sightseeing. I got this loaded weapon. I'm going to go to Niagara Falls. Peter. How are you going to use a gun to go to Niagara Falls? I don't know. Peter Molyneux said. I don't know. I think he would like, oh no, I thought of that. I just didn't do it because, you know, it's obvious, probably. Ah, dear. I've always hated games that gloss over violence. Surely showing realism of a violent act is better than discussing it. It's not that Syndicate has done anything new with violence, it's just that it shows it like it is. Oh gosh. Fuck. Wow. I nearly swore at this line. Because seriously, frickin' heck, Peter Molyneux. Early versions of the game also featured babies and animals being brutally butchered. Yeah, but Bullfrog's game testers objected so strongly. No. What the actual... What the... Okay, Peter... Somehow my personal opinion of Peter Molyneux has gone down. The actual fuck. Oh gosh. Well, there is that, isn't there? Oh gosh. My word. Can you blame me? I mean, seriously. that was a hell of a paragraph right there. I didn't read it out in its entirety, but if you can, and you can, wow. Anyway, moving on. Look, here's a game where elves beat each other up or something. Good God. Look, this looks slightly awkward, but it got a 92% apparently. Wow. Yeah, I amazing, really, isn't it? So some more Syndicate. We saw a demo of this. It's hard to get past that, isn't it? I mean, I could expect a take like that from somebody nowadays, but we've been looking through these magazines. We've never seen a take like that, have we? Holy wow. Oh, gosh. Anyway, this is the Bram Stoker's Dracula game, which we looked at briefly. Oh. Or is it? I don't know. It's a different Dracula game. Wow. Last Action Hero. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The rendition of Arnie here is a bit odd, I have to say. And what are these? Those look like odd proportions. Anyhow. Yes, cliffhanger. Real beefy arms, yeah. Is this from the oh gosh, is it Sylvester Stallone movie? Okay. I think it is. The ubiquitous Sylvester. They didn't even say his last name. But yeah, how do you think Sylvester Stallone feels about that? Gosh. There we go, the Elfmania. Oh, we got some Japanese here. Arufuma. Oh yeah, Mania. We got Mania? What is this? Oh yeah, it is an A. It's just like it's going against this person's head, so it was hard to... Yeah, but Alfumania is basically what we've got here. Oh, it's like more Mania. Maybe could have thrown an extra katakana in there a little bit. Not enough elves with mohawks. I know, it's some pretty interesting character design. I think some people could get behind it. But The One, a magazine, decided to call it trouser-wettingly fantastic, which is an interesting way to talk about it. But yeah, what is Wembley Rugby League? Of course. All you need is Nemo Maniac and your imagination to make impressive demos. Oh, it doesn't say Nemo, it says Demo Maniac. Oh, is that what we were looking at on the cover disc? This is very difficult to read, isn't it? Now you too can produce eye-catching demos, like as eye-catching as this advert. And yeah, I think it's caught my eye and wounded it slightly. Look, it's possible to run 6 layers of effects simultaneously. Each of them has up to 1 million parameters. If this is the thing that was on the cover disc, 1 million parameters. I strongly debate that from what I saw. Revolutionary way to create an audiovisual extravaganza, except they haven't spelled extravaganza. Anyhow, moving on. No, I shouldn't pick on misspellings or anything. Naughty Katie. Yeah. Gosh. What have we got here? Dream On. What is this? What is? I think it's a competition. This is an interesting lineup of people. It's the World Cup. What is going on? Do you think you could pick a better World Cup team than former England manager Graham Taylor? Amiga Format have joined forces with US Gold and HMV to offer you the chance to assemble a World Cup winning team. Yeah, it's all over the place, really, isn't it? So basically a fantasy football kind of thing going on here. Benefactor. Roving rescue action from the creators of Pinball Fantasies, and got some Psygnosis in there as well. Apparently this buff person is saving Fraggles. Interesting stuff going on. What makes him so good? I mean, not that I'm interested in football and stuff like that, but this is like the soccer version of football. I think there are, I don't know if that's what they call it, but yeah, I think there are things like that. But as I said, I'm not really into that whole thing. Yes, please rush me a Syndicate American Vault mission disc. Yeah, I don't really know, because as I said, I'm not really that into sports and stuff like that. But I believe that something like that exists. Let's see, Heimdall 2. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to remember what the original Heimdall looked like. But yeah, and remembering about Peter Molyneux. Dang it. Anyhow, this was Amiga Power. This had the Crash Test Dummies, Atom Smasher. Oh yes, I remember showing that, and Syndicate Missions. Yeah, I remember having a look at the Crash Test Dummies one as well. Don't remember Super Obliterator, but it looks like a Pang kind of thing. But yeah, we haven't looked at the magazine itself. Yes, Mr. Nuts once again. Yeah, Tactical Manager. Gosh, how to completely turn me off any kind of game. It's a football manager sim. Got some Monopoly over here. Some interesting characters around the outside. Okay. Mrs. Starch will go first. Okay, so what pieces do they have? They have whatever this piece is. I can't quite make heads or tails of that. The ship, boot, car, iron. Is that a cat? I think that's supposed to be a cat. An egg with legs. Why is Dizzy in this? And a hat. What is that supposed to? Stack of pack. Yeah, strange. But yeah, obviously Monopoly has various different versions of it, but here in the UK we have places like Angel Islington, because it's based on like London and stuff like that, and Pentonville Road and such. No escape indeed. Get out of jail free card. So it's a wheelbarrow, is it? Oh, I think I see it. It's very strange. And maybe they could have picked some more colours for it. So what do they say? They say there's a dice rolling and the odd chugging effect. Okay. Apparently they seem to think it was okay, but they give it a 75. So, can you change automotive history in Detroit? It's Detroit, not Detroit Become Human, but Detroit, about cars apparently. You get to change things, design cars, and put them through the paces. We need to show Stars this one. I think, I don't know if this is quite up Stars' alley, but designing cars, putting through their paces, create unique marketing campaigns, and put them on the radio. On which type of radio? As your auto empire grows, open up new factories and sales offices around the world. Wow. Marketing. What Commodore is not very good at. Dragon by Bruce Lee. What's it? It's Games Master, it seems to be. Free 16-page street ball magazine. 3-on-3 street basketball. Nintendo. MTV, the inside guide to the summer's hottest event. A T-Rex and rubber ducks. Well, now there is. You're talking about in real life. I'm quite down with the T-Rex. SNES and Mega Drive. Dragon, Bruce Lee. Okay. Traps and Treasures. Playing some pirates. Interesting. And 82, so I think it's all right. Excuse me. Ooh, got some fancy graphics. Ishar 3, 7 Gates of Infinity. Interesting. Remember, so many battles. Yeah. So stoked. It's like 2000. Wow, that's the future. And it's coming. Wow. But the peace that was so hard fought for is short-lived. The shadow of chaos is cast on you on the walls of the citadels. A journey through the gates of time itself. In pursuit of the dragon of Sith, the last survivor of the great black dragons. Not possibly influenced by Star Wars in any kind of way. Silmarils are not inspired by Tolkien in any way at all. Look at these. I see you've posted a thing here. Let me just copy link, pop it up in here. Not inspired at all. Wow. Of course you got the doggo, which is the usual doggo, but there we go. Dinosaur. Neat. Rawr. I would always want to be the dinosaur, I think, now. Yes, that's a very pretty kitty. Duck. Duck is good. Oh, penguin. Neat. It's got a little icebreaker on the front of this, is it? Interesting. But yeah, dinosaur would definitely be my pick first time, all time. There we go. But yeah, look at some of these screenshots. Carol's also your favourite. I think I probably would have picked the dog if the dinosaur didn't exist there. So I got to shuffle some things around here. Here we go. So yeah, so got some fairly good looking graphics. I don't know if this is quite on the Amiga or not. I mean, these look like they could be Amiga graphics, but this is pretty good, really. A little wolf, nice. Other stuff going on here. There's a big dragon. Dragon. That's the one. Those are the fancy ones. Some skeletons attacking. So what did it say the screenshots are from? Does it say available for PC and compatibles? Screenshots from which version? Yeah. It doesn't say which version the screenshots are from. It doesn't really look like Amiga screenshots. Unless he's like super Amiga screenshots. This definitely looks like it'd be like on the PC or let's say Mac, yeah. Mac, CD32. I don't think even CD32 could do it. But maybe I'm wrong. Ultimate Body Blows. Oh, I think that's a collection of two things. Still going to get round to that. Blink. Ah, gosh. As I said before, there are just so many things I want to do. I don't know that you can do it. Only mods can do it. Oh, look, it's Donk again. This CD32 games. It's worth a shot, yes. I'm at the mercy of West paying attention. Oh, West is busy doing other things. What is this? Copy the link. Pop over here. Ooh, there we go. Oh, gosh. Is that a dick? Oh. Very adorable. I like the way they just kind of popped into view there. I think it says here. Well done. That's the only kind of dick I'm wanting to see. But yeah, apparently Frontier Elite 2 comes out on the CD32 and it looks pretty much like it does on the Amiga. But you know, we've beat that drum enough. And yeah. No Dick Tracy. Apparently not, no. Let's see here. Yeah, still all these budget releases and stuff like this. Here we go. Game Buster, so cheats for games and stuff like this. Zool 2, what's the Zool 2? On Zool 2 in Tooting Common, Zone 1, go to the end of the ice strip, the balls, and shoot to the right. A brick appears, shoot again, another brick appears. Repeat this process until you see a platform, then jump on this and collect the goodies. Is that what they had to put in there? Sad day for Dick Tracy's everywhere, yeah. So, yeah, more walkthroughs and things on here. Dizzy cheats. Yeah, I know about the dizzy cheat. I even showed it when I did it. Yeah, and here's Gordon Harwood with his graphic design once again. Gosh. Let's have a look over here first, though. Free A-Travel software worth £200. Wow. How do we get this? A deal? 2 years peace of mind? What is this? Warranty upgrade. So you can extend your warranty, which people might want. Is this just like a coincidence? Yeah, is this like just a coincidence that they're on like, oh, Commodore's gone bust, let's jump in with the extended warranties. Yeah, 2 year with software, 3 year extended. So do you only get it with a 2 year one? So you can get Wordworth, D-Paint, Dennis. I don't know if this is home visiting service, return to base warranty, the CD32s. Yeah, but this is from what company? ICL, tiered extended warranty. Interesting. This image was rendered in Lightwave on an Amiga 3000 by the inimitable Richard Bagley. He didn't spend years creating the model, though. It's part of the humanoid object set reviewed. Look at this face. Seriously, Amiga. Indeed. That's an emoji right there. Ah, dear. The A4000T, yes. Seriously, Amiga. Make no mistake, the new kid on Commodore's block is bigger. Well, yeah. Anyhow. But yeah, it definitely looks like a PC tower case here, doesn't it? Even to like the back with the expansion ports and stuff like this. They were definitely trying right at the end to get there. But you got your drive bays down here. Yeah, expansion ports, power supply, in an odd kind of place, really. Show the back of it again. Yeah, the power supply is somehow moved down for what? Why is there a big Commodore? I doubt this is for airflow. I mean, what? Sorry, because there's no vents here. There's no vents on the side. Nothing at the front. So, exactly why, Commodore, is there this large void at the top? And look at this massive ribbon cables. Maybe they just wanted to look more impressive because maybe they wanted expandability to be part of it because, you know, you can put however many drives into these slots here. But there's just so much wasted space at the top here. It's very interesting. Let's go back out here. But yeah, they got the 68040, so they're trying to, you know, compete, as it was saying before, with the other computers which had slightly faster one. Didn't they say that the Apple Macs had this processor? And yeah, the Zorro was expansion slots and 4 PC slots. A lot of expansion slots. Parallel mouse joystick ports, SCSI IDE. 4 front mounting bays with blanking panels. Is that spare ones? Because there's definitely 5 bays there. But I'm guessing the one was for the one that was supposed to be there. 4 SIM slots, giving a total of 32 megabytes. Wow. A 0.25 watt speaker. My word. But yeah, they're definitely trying to make it look very PC-like. What the heck configuration is this? Well, certainly. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like a piezo speaker, so there's that, I suppose. But I'm guessing this is just for system stuff. Unspectacular, indeed, and drowned out with the fans noise, as I imagined it would be. It's blasting all of its energy up into this area. Right. But anyway, this is the Hanna-Barbera Animation Workshop. You can add a background in. You can load in Fred Flintstone and have him walking. Well, yeah. It looks like he's supposed to be mowing the lawn here. Slightly. 50%. The icons are distinctly ugly and their functions are not always immediately obvious. It does. Very basic animation package, which doesn't support IFFs. What? How? It's an Amiga. What? How? What? What? The graphics format of the Amiga is basically an IFF. How does it not support? And yeah, they're not wrong about these icons, are they? I mean, they look like scissors, but why are they out of the frame so much? And what is this? Is this pencil and pencil? But different angles? And what is that one? Oh dear. This has been an issue, hasn't it? I thought the whole, Commodore going bust was going to be a big thing, this issue, but no. Everybody's just trying to pile in with the what the hex. I just can't get a break, can I? Oh gosh. Oh. Please don't make me laugh too much. Amiga Format. Oh gosh. I've got to move on. Oh. I didn't expect the issue that killed Commodore to be the issue that killed me too. Wow. Look, inkjet printers, everybody. Look how great they print. What the hell is this? I mean, just going through it here. Aim high. Some strange visual effect things going on here. Some people jumping. The air up there. PG, what? If you don't dream it, you can't live it. What? This is a movie. MGM. What the heck kind of movie poster is this? Hollywood Pictures, filmed by Paul M. Glasser with Kevin Bacon, apparently. I mean, just imagine seeing that in a movie theatre. What the hell? I'm glossing over the music thing because we kind of saw this in the last issue, I think it was. But because a photo editor thing going on here. Yeah. We could write about how you can make music with your Mac till we're blue in the face, but here's a better idea. Get Future Music. I mean, Future Music is advertised in this magazine before, but what's with the Mac thing? Is they're like, Commodore's gone combust, let's put the Mac thing in. The advert in. Look, a directory utility, fantastic. Fed case, what? Programming utility, what? Computer-aided software engineering. I don't even know what is that. It makes flowcharts. It makes flowcharts. Yeah, it makes flowcharts. Planning and coding your program happens almost simultaneously. You build up the chart using small icons to represent the processes, functions, assignments, conditions, and loops, and so gain an overall view of the program structure. I mean, you can do this with pseudocode. You can do this with just writing, like, define the function, count numbers or whatever, and say, I put a comment in there saying to do, make this function. And you can do that mind. Let us move on. Smarty Paints. Okay. Addy French. So the GCSE, but basically, 14 to 16 age range. So kids in the UK learning French could have used this to learn French for the GCSE. What even is going on here? What UFO site? You can't find anything about the film. Apparently, it has Kevin Bacon in it. You can't find anything about it. Oh my word! Yeah, I must see what it's got here. It's difficult to read it. Find the word which matches this one on your screen. Click on the arrows and select OK. A space rocket. Something interplanetaire. So there we go. That's part of how you would use it. Oh look, the GCSE English. Okay. Oh gosh, even without the many acceptable errors, this package won't inspire a love of language. Gosh, they really like the French one apparently, but the English one is just inconsistency and extremely sloppy editing. Oh gosh. The English user is just not good enough for an educational program. As you can see, it's much easier to read with a comma put in the right place, of course, in a sentence. Overlong and poorly punctuated sentences. And they got spelling mistakes in it. Yeah, I mean, normally I would be like, spelling mistakes, who cares? But if you're actually trying to teach the Arab there, okay. If you're trying to teach people about spelling, then you should spell things right. Yeah, that movie poster for that film was just like, what the heck is this? What? Zappo Smart Store. What is it? Smart Store provides games and data portability never before available to Amiga 600 and 1200 owner. Simply slip into the PCMCIA slot. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Up to 20 megabytes of smart storage. Yeah, and this is expensive. 20 megabytes for 140 quid. Wow. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's what bit plugs in. I mean, it looks like that bit plugs in, but that would be very awkward. I don't even know what's going on there. Okay, the PD thing. So this is what we've got on the cover disc. Here. Morton Strikes Back. I have seen this before. Did we see this on a cover disc before? I remember seeing it myself before, but what do we have? Okay, you can run your own BBS apparently. Interesting. What's this? Some kind of Space Invaders thing. Negative reviews. It's time-worn formula and cultural imperialism. Several of the Disney movies. Okay. 21%. Wow. Okay, is that an animation thing? I guess that might be what it is. Some fancy patterns. It looked interesting, yeah, but it was just like, imagine that next to like other movie posters though. It's just like, it's definitely not what I would expect from a movie poster, and I suppose maybe that's, I don't know, part of the point. I don't know. I don't understand. Ooh, this is interesting. The PD demo zone. So we were talking about demos earlier. We have this happening here. We have this, which looks very, very colourful. Something else going on. Oh, this is a car over here, is it? Fancy. And yeah, this did draw my eye before. Friday at 8. Indeed. There's interesting things going on here. And big time sensuality that the Bjork song, or maybe not. Oh, here we go. Bjork's Big Time Sensuality spawned a demo of the same name. It's you every day. Bjork, Pog, indeed. This one is you every day, or this one is you every day? I think this one might be me every day. Apparently it's from something called We Shave Ass. What? I just noted the name of this thing as well, and none of the words underneath seem to make sense. The top one, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on around the outside of it, but that is indeed a thing. Anyhow, moving on. Do you think we'll see David Pleasance in this issue? The man at the top in Commodore, do you think you'll see of him? Transsexual, yeah. You know, there's a place, a shop in the UK here called CEX. So you could, although you can't see that very well, at the top there, the logo. Gender unts indeed. But yeah, it's just like a place where you can get like second-hand games and things, isn't it? But there we go. Gosh, yeah, a lot of things you can mail order. They've really got a lot of things you can get, which was all stuff that was on their like cover discs and things. You can just get more stuff to do with it, and they're filling up the pages with it now. Okay. I have two very important questions. The first is, can you tell Commodore to get off their big fat bums and release a CD-ROM of the A1200? Well. Commodore will get off their, I think, reasonably sized bums and announce they will release the A1200 CD drive in September. Not going to be doing that. I mean, some other company who take them over might be doing that, but it's not going to be Commodore. What else do we have here? In-depth explanation of modems. There we go. Modem stands for modulator demodulator. A modem works by taking binary data and modulating it. Surprisingly by the name. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's details in that if you want to look at it, but all your holiday snaps can be packed onto a single disc. Isn't today's technology amazing? Oh dear. That's a photo CD thing. So upgrading to 2 megabytes of chip RAM is quite easy, though not for those with shaky hands. What have you got to do there? There's some like welding, not welding, soldering. Strange introduction to Workbench. Really not interested in diving into that. Look, the spreadsheet they got on the front. You can buy the manual for it. And look, they're also selling a database thing. Now you've got started with it, you'll have discovered what a great piece of software it is. Oh, there we go. And it's like an Office package which you can get as well. It's almost like they put these things on the cover disc just to sell extra stuff, isn't it? Yeah, there's some more stuff to do with Music X, which, you know, looks as fairly much like a MIDI sequencer, which you'd have nowadays. But obviously it's on the Amiga, so it's a little bit clunky. I don't fancy trying to learn too much of it. What is this? Yes, I think we saw this before, didn't we? Blitz Basics, some more coding going on here. What in all of everything? It's not the weirdest thing we've seen in this issue. But oh, this is Imagine, is it? Okay, so this is how to do. You're not serious about this. Come on, inspired by Terry Pratchett's Discworld character, this walking tree trunk. Inspired, certainly, but oh gosh. But yeah, it's yes, I know. I understand that, but I suppose they have to make it simple in order to make a tutorial for it. This is how you make the weird legs. Exactly how it looks, yes. Ah, gosh. Yes, the ProVector thing here. Oh, this is the thing about ProVector. What's this next month? Text handling and making logos? Wow. Which is your sleep paralysis demon? This one here? or this one here? This probably talking about this one, aren't you? Ah, gosh. The trunk, yeah. Oh, gosh. What do we have? Internet, the world service. This month, Richard Bagley investigates the internet, the biggest network in the world. If you thought the amateur networks we covered in last month's comms pages looked big and confusing, then this month I've got something that's really going to blow your socks off. Thank you very much, Chaos. The internet, the biggest network in the world. In fact, the internet is so big that nobody really knows how big it is. At the last count, though, in the region of 2,200,000 computers connected to the system. Each of these could have several hundred users. The internet began life in the late 60s, yeah, ARPA and DARPANET and all that kind of thing. It's at least this big, yeah. The internet is just not about computers. In fact, it's a treasure chest of useful and not so useful information. Indeed, and many cats. Ah, and possums, of course. Yep, so you just have to pay your phone bill. It's not quite. This section of the internet is called Usenet, and it's divided up into around 9,000 newsgroups similar to FidoNet echoes on subjects as diverse as human sexuality and surfing. You know, I think that's not too diverse for some people. Possums are always important indeed. Look, you can go to the government to look at the Library of Congress or whatever on the internet. Look at these. I mean, they're they're websites and things, but they look so weird here. Wow, I mean, wow. That's a thing. That's an interesting thing. Sorry, I'm just kind of like distracted slightly by stuff here. Where can I do this? Oh gosh, what's happening? Copy. I think it's kind of referring to this here. Or a part of this, at least. I mean, this is abime.net, but I think I think I've seen things like this, or maybe not. I might be getting myself confused. But the thing which I've got a lot of information about, you know, Amiga magazines and things like that, I think it's got something to do with this. Aminet, yeah, that was just what that was, wasn't it? It might be. I mean, maybe I'm looking at the wrong things or whatever. But it is different. It's AB, I mean, net, so it's not quite right, I don't think. But maybe it's related in some way or other. But network, I mean, just hold software for the Amiga. Yeah, you got to nasa.gov. It just looks so weird with them all just kind of like written out like this. Yeah. Yeah, this is possibly because it's about Usenet and not the internet. But, gosh. Anyhow. We got some, oh gosh. A very interesting character. What else do we have here? Oh, they still got David Pleasance. Let's see what he says. Anything looking interesting? So I might have noticed something over here. I live in America, and I would like to thank all of the European consumers for helping to keep Commodore and the Amiga on its feet. Hopefully this will continue. But about that, since I owe so much to Commodore, you know, owe nothing to Commodore. I cannot just sit idle while I watch the company distance itself from the US market. The management team in the US doesn't know how to market its product, indeed. Oh, they just let somebody rant about it. I'm setting up a group of Amiga owners worldwide who are unhappy with the way CBM has done things over the past. Just contact this person. I will get to David Pleasance over there in a bit, but we still want to look at this. There's a watery-looking head. We have somebody with 3 eyes. Corporations aren't your friends, indeed. TV and video, looks pretty neat. Some kind of VCR. There's some rather large microchips here. So, yeah, this is not scaled very well, but... oh, yes, and this one. We saw this one. Wasn't it Roger before? And they say Rodney. What is... Macrochips, yes, indeed. Yes. The person at the top, then. So, the person running Commodore. This is not to do with them going bust. The busty chip is faulty. This is not about them going bust. And the proud owner of CD32 and FMV unit. This is not about them going bust. Do you think they just had like a backlog of conversations with him? And how were they not prepared for this issue? They had like nearly a month. Maybe because they had no information. Maybe because David Pleasant wasn't talking to them. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh. So the little card slot in the side of the Amiga. Here, the little card slot here, the PCMCIA card slot, which they have in laptops without this kind of problem, I feel. If you're worried about snapping the card or bending it, glue an eraser to the underside of the card to act as a shock absorption. Commodore doing brilliantly to think about how their machines were being used. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, look, the video effects thing. I don't know if we've seen this before. Yeah, you can turn a cat into a person. It's the Animorphs. Zoom out, go down. Discs. What else we have? Next month. Yep, we know they have a Clarissa on it, and they have the free video offer as well, of course. Theme park. They're actually telling you what's on the next one. They're more prepared for this than they were for this issue. Ah, dear me. Viper Turbo, bunch of other stuff. So that's the end of the issue. I just wanted to check something. Because they say this picture, Rodney Entwistle, wasn't that the same as one of the pictures that was up here, which said was done by somebody with a different name who might be the same person, but they've got their name wrong somewhere? Rodney Entwistle. Oh, there's the poster. It's definitely eye-catching, I'll give it that. No, not those pictures again. Oh, gosh. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. It's about the art stuff, wasn't it? I thought it was much, much sooner than this. Shows you how some of these things in this magazine have completely scrambled my brain. Come on, where is it? Here we go. Yeah, this here. Roger Entwistle. So they got his name wrong somewhere. They got him Roger Entwistle up here. And Rodney Entwistle down here. Oh dear. They really, really should know, should they? Wow. I thought we were not quite as far through streaming time as we are. Apparently we are. So, gosh, I hope there's not many more Amiga magazines like that coming out. Maybe I should just, not read things that Peter Molyneux says from now on. I don't think I want to know, to be quite honest. You can see what it's done to me, can't you? Oh, gosh. Let's get Tracy's opinion of this. Tracy, hello. What's your opinion on Peter Molyneux? I can't say it. I have promised not to say anything nasty about people. Really? Well, I'm saying that now. Okay. Oh, gosh. It's been an issue, hasn't it? It has been an issue. Throw him in the garbage, indeed. That is the best place for him, really, isn't it? It really is the best place for him. Hey, everybody, by the way. Yeah, wow. Gosh. Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? It was quite a thing. I am You're reasonably speechless. That's a rare thing for me, really. It really is, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't know my opinion of somebody that was fairly low already could go even lower. Indeed. Yeah. Gosh. Do you need some time to process things, Tracy? A little bit. Did you want to say anything more to people? Oh, I got a question. You did get a question. Radford West asks, unicorns or rainbows? Oh gosh. Well, on the principle that I've seen rainbows, I've seen quite a lot of rainbows. I haven't currently seen any unicorns though, so just on that basis, unicorns. I would like to see a unicorn. I think that would be good. Yeah, I think a unicorn would definitely be an interesting thing to see. Yeah, I mean rainbows are pretty and all that kind of thing, but unicorns have so far in this life passed me by. Indeed. So I would like to see unicorns. I don't know if that's the question you're asking, but that is the way I have interpreted it. Indeed, and that's all we can do, really, isn't it, Tracy? Indeed. I interpret Peter Molyneux as a bad person. Indeed. Radford West also asks, tea or the sea? Oh, I'm not much of an outdoor dinosaur, really, to be quite honest. So probably tea. The sea is nice. It's nice to see every once in a while. But if I was to choose what I wanted to do, like right now, it would probably be tea. Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah. Do you have any more interesting questions, West? Yeah. I can answer some interesting questions if you have them, but if you don't, that's fine. We really need to get our mind off that magazine, don't we? we do indeed. Oh gosh, it was quite a thing. Yeah, I've never seen humans look like that before. And the block of wood with legs was something as well. It was indeed. We have another question from West. It says noodles or poodles? Ooh. Gosh. Well, I'm kind of hungry at the moment, so the noodles sound good. I mean, poodles would be great company and all that kind of thing, but as I said, I'm quite hungry. I would like some noodles now, please. Gosh, why have they... We don't have any noodles, do we? Don't have any noodles. We ran out to the last of those a little while ago. Oh. I guess I can maybe have some, like, pasta or spaghetti or something, which is similar in some ways. Yeah. Or if you want to go and get a pot noodle or something. Yeah, maybe. But there we go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity there, West. Do you have any more questions? I mean, I'm just kind of mainly asking because I think Tracy needs to go and process some things. We have another one here. Will you both have a self-care session after this? I think so. I think it's necessary. Indeed. It might just involve eating because I realised that I ate something for the morning and didn't really have anything past that. So eating is good. Eating is good. I really should get on that. We have something from a DJ MB as well, who asks, paddles or saddles? Gosh, depends what kind of paddles you're asking about. Eating is good. Depends what paddles. I mean, if you're looking at like table tennis paddles, they can be fun. I'm not very good at the beep 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 thing, but you know, you can try. If you're talking about like the little paddle things you get with like you know, the old consoles and things like that with little turny dials and things like that, and then those are quite fun. I like those. Gosh, paddles for like rowing about. Not so much for those, and the other one was saddles. gosh, I mean, I've had small creatures try to sit on my back, and use me as a rideable mount and stuff like that. But I don't much care for it so much. So it's like I wouldn't want it myself, and so I don't really feel like doing it to another creature as well. So I guess the answer is paddles then. Paddles, I think. I think paddles is a good thing. But yeah, I think I need to be wrapping up soon because of all that, and because I think I need to actually have something to eat. Good idea. I'm going to go then. Thank you very much for the questions. They were very interesting questions. I hope the answers satisfied you and all that kind of thing. So, bye. There we go. Tracy, over and out. So, yeah, that was something, wasn't it? I'm not going back to the magazine here. I just want to go to schedules and things. I don't know who's doing what and all that kind of thing. Since you're here, MB, do you want to tell us when your next stream might be? Since, I may put people on here because people used to have actual schedules which they went by, and they keep to them when they can, but yeah, I don't know if you have any specific schedule there, MB, so if you know when you're next, I mean, maybe I've completely missed that you do. Me miss things? It's more likely than you think. But yeah, so what is it? We're on Wednesday. We may have stars tomorrow, and I will possibly be back on Friday, health permitting. I did take some time to recover over being fairly busy last week and stuff like that, and obviously I'm doing mostly okay at the moment. Don't have anything big planned over the next couple of days or whatever. As I said, I finally managed to get my medication that I've been waiting a couple of months to get. I have some backups, so it was fine. But if I hadn't, it would have maybe been a problem. But yeah, I managed to get that sorted, which is good, always good. But yeah, so as I said, I don't think there's anything major coming up which is gonna knock the energy out of me and stuff like that. So I should be back on Friday. Should be looking back into again. Make sentence with words make sense. Link to the Past. Should be looking at Link to the Past on Friday. And just for the information for the rest of the week, Starly won't be available for Minecraft on Sunday, so I'm probably going to do some other stuff in Minecraft. I just think I'll just try and figure out one of the mods as part of the pack, or one or two of the mods that are part of the pack. Maybe I'll actually get into trying some of the create stuff, or maybe I'll try some of the other mods, just trying to look and see how you would craft various things to do the things and all that kind of thing. So yeah, or we could, we have some time, we could maybe fly around somewhere to try and find something interesting which we could look at in the future. But I think we've probably got things we can look at. We've still got those towers that we need to sort out. We went through one and there's like 5 more. And there was the basement as well, which we forgot, which you didn't notice until the end. And it's like, no, I need to rest more than look at the basement of a Minecraft tower. But anyway, so let's go back over here. Hi. Gosh. I think that is... Oh gosh, I was just trying to check something out and accidentally did other things. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say, to do, to all that kind of thing. I need to get myself some food and stuff, as I say. And I think that's it. So I don't have a song lined up. Hang on. No problem at all. Thank you for dropping by, doing the chatting, all that kind of thing. I am happy to to see people. Oh yes, and before I go, just in case anybody dropped by the stream and hasn't seen this, please look at either this or some other way. Oh gosh, no. Hang on. This or some other way to, yes, to help people in Ukraine at the moment, and look at this or something like it to help trans people in Texas. And yeah, as if you don't know what's going on, please do look into it, because, yeah, as a trans person, it sucks. But anyway, after all the memeings about Commodore, as DJ NB said, still have to get a song. Let's do one for my album, why not? Let's do the first one on there. Yeah, so this is on the album I released a while ago, which, yep, is on the screen now. It's the first song on it. I will play this, and then I will go. So thank you for dropping by. And it says, Link to the Past on Friday, Minecraft on Sunday, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
I felt just like a frog, sitting on a log. The only attention I got was from everyone screaming and running away, till a girl in a red hood saw me and so good. She gave me a kiss, and now something's amiss, and I'm seeing things a different way. Now this ugly ducklings realize that they're a swan, and I can play along with this story from now on. The tale that's written for me is one that I can't buy. This is where my story starts. Once upon a life, Rick gave a different view to things I thought I knew. The wolf wasn't bad and the giant was sad. The people kept stealing his things. The fairy tales they tell might roll for them well. But for you and me, we know history is written by the one who wins. And now this ugly duckling realize that they're a swan, and I can't play along with this story from now on. The tale that's written for me is one that I can't buy. This is where my story starts. Once upon a life, once upon a life, life will pass us by till we stand and cry. No one left behind. Once upon a life, life will pass us by till we stand